takes a minute to catch up.
Okay.
I'll put it in chat.
Tonight's stream is brought to you in association with Carbon Based Gaming Radio.
And that was it. That was our awesome intro for tonight.
Yeah.
So hello.
Hey guys. Yeah, we got dinged last time for copyright, so we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, it sucks. But I guess that means we're going places.
Yeah.
So with us tonight, our guest who joins us every now and again is our good friend Patton.
Thank you.
He is here to join our last Gamergate focused stream. We are still going to be streaming. We're going to be talking nerd culture, technology, anime. Fuck me. Video games, etc., etc. But we will no longer be focused on Gamergate.
There's just not enough going on.
Yeah. And what is going on has just been shit.
Yeah.
Just crying at this point.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing personally is a lot of bench warmers who just love something to bitch about, and they're not working towards anything anymore.
That's exactly what it is. Anybody who is working towards anything, like, they've gotten what they wanted, right? Like, the FTC has stepped in. People have updated their ethics policies. Yeah, we have not ridded the industry of SJWs. We won't. We haven't burned down Gawker or Kotaku or Polygon. But that's okay. Their voice deserves, they deserve to have their voice, right? Like,
oh my god, I just saw Jerry's picture.
Oh god.
Oh Christ on a cracker.
I'm losing my shit over here.
Don't worry,
No. Christ on a bike, you people.
We're worse than
Put it on
him.
Twitter.
it's okay, dude. It's censored.
Yeah.
we
The
should
Black Bars have
spare
nips and
Twitter
everything.
that.
Are we gonna put that shit on Twitter?
Somebody is.
Come on, I'm doing it.
You're doing it. Michael Palmer would love it.
Nipples for president.
I'm not old enough yet. Shit.
Oh my god, fuck me. Okay, sorry.
But
You guys can't hear it when YouTube starts playing, right?
No, I can't.
Because if I log out of the Campfire Tales account, we fuck up. And
Okay.
the stream ends.
It's still going for me, so.
Yeah, but I need to open an incognito window so I can log in with Code Grit.
Okay. Hey, Marco, but so what the fuck? Originally tonight we were gonna have another guest, Robert Mariani, but sadly he couldn't make it because he's caught up in because of the holidays. He's caught in Manhattan and can't get on. So we'll have him on. We'll have him on sometime later, but just not tonight.
That's okay. We have Patton.
Yeah, we have.
We have half of our duo that were going to join us tonight. So, since this is our last Gamergate-focused stream, who wants to talk Gamergate? I know plenty of people here do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man.
Sorry, I was just talking to a tumbleweed that rolled by.
It does share a lot of similarities with the ghost town that is now Gamergate.
Fuck Ralph retort. I don't know what that means.
I know you guys have plenty to say. Come on.
No, it's kind of a bit like where to start, really.
Well, can I just go quickly? I'm not gonna say anything that inflammatory again. I lost my shit yesterday at a few people who I believe are fucking vultures, but that's besides the point. The problem is that me and Serbs, and I'm sure a few others here, have been kind of coming to the consensus over the last month or so that Gamergate is just about drama a lot of the time now. People aren't proactive about things. Really great projects like Operation Rebuild and stuff like that. Three people have written letters to companies that they really enjoy in order to show their support for them, because the point of Operation Rebuild is to essentially reach out to the developers and say, we do want to hear your voice, we do really appreciate you guys, and to try and strengthen the relationship between the consumer and the person who makes that product. Unfortunately, there's been three in total that we know of. Whereas you get things like Twitter drama, and that's what everybody talks about. It's some retard SJW shitposting, and everyone loses their shit and nothing comes of it. It's always something like that. And for me, it kind of came to a head this week of just, what does this have to do with the price of fish in ethics and gaming journalism, you know?
Well, nothing. Though I will say, and I'm not going to judge Steve because I don't know if what was. I know you will say it's false. Other will say it's true. Who knows, right? Nobody.
Well, it depends what.
Yeah. Well, okay. But anyways, only Steve really knows the honest, 100% truth about all of it, right? But if there was ethical breaches, that should be reported on. Should that be reported on the likes of a website that's worse than Gawker?
Here's my problem with it, though. If there was, if these people had a really genuine case to really, for example, bury Steve Sawyer in the fucking ground in terms of, like, a real smoking gun, like, show some real shitty things, they could have gone to many websites that are far, far more mainstream. He's a guy that's worked at places like the Rolling Stone magazine. People do know of him, and that would be a juicy story. He's not huge, but it would be enough to get something better than, say, the Ralph Retort. There's a reason they went there. It's because they had no other option, and that wasn't because it was, so hot nobody would handle it. It's because it was the only person who would touch the shit is the fly swirling around it.
That's a very good point. Though it's also, I don't know how I want to phrase this, but it's funny that, like, everybody is losing their shit over Steve Tom Sawyer, who asked for what, $3,000? $3,000?
Oh, apparently that isn't what people are losing their shit over, because everyone who tells me that because one of the big allegations that's been going. Sorry, 2 seconds. Let me move my microphone a bit closer.
Okay, well then. Oh, you're really quick.
Fuck.
Pigeon's got it.
I did it, got it. And it's done. And my monitor's turned off, but that's fine.
Almost, and done.
Sorry. The thing is, right, like, with the only thing, I didn't read the Ralph Retort articles, because to be honest, I've never read his... I read his website once, and I decided never to read it again since that point, and that was with a Liana K article. And personally, I mean, everyone can have their own fucking opinions, no skin off my sack, but just fucking hit pieces on Liana K in my eyes. And to me, it was like, this is Gamergate's equivalent to a completely unscrupulous tabloid. And it's just furthering that trend, and it's just trying to bury people that are supposed to be pro Gamergate. The thing that annoys me is that with Calm-Based Gaming, I didn't read the articles, but I know it was accused that Steve was taking the money and running, essentially, for Calm-Based Gaming. I can tell you that's not a fact. That's not true. It's going to AJ. It might, I don't know, I haven't donated it to myself, and I can admit that. It might be going to an account that Steve has, but I can tell you for a fact that AJ, who's one of the people working on Calm-Based Gaming, has that account, not Steve. And that's the thing that annoys me a bit. And also, sorry, one more thing. The thing with Steve is the one that burned Radio Nero. Complete bollocks. I was talking to John, the sound engineer for Radio Nero and the Calm-Based Gaming series. He said he doesn't want to be quoted on the record on anything, but the one thing he will say is that it was definitely not Steve's fault that Radio Nero ended. And that's coming from the other person who had direct communication with Milo. So, believe what you will, is he said, she said, but honestly, what does this have to do with fucking Gamergate?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They put out products, maybe he was shitty in the past, who knows, but why, like, it just shows, like, at least to me, a climate of fucking drama that people...
If we want to go fucking full retard, we could potentially look into Milo's past and see the failed businesses there.
We know.
I know. But if we wanted to sensationalise that, and we put a lot of faith in that journalist there,
it's
who's
funny, isn't it?
It's funny. We put our faith in a right-wing rag, and that's another message that I'd like to say on the last sort of stream. Beware who co-ops whatever's left, basically, of Gamergate into whatever it stands. I mean, we are literally following the same blazing trail that Occupy did.
Well, yeah. The point I was going to make was, the point about the money was everybody's up in arms about Steve, right? And he, everybody's saying he's trying to take advantage of the movement, and he's trying to monetize it, and yada yada yada. And he asked for what, $3,000?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody's giving a shit about Jenny Barrage.
Who the fuck is talking about Jenny Barrage? Who's asking for $50,000? Where are the hit pieces on her?
I can tell you where they're not going to be fucking anywhere because Ralph Retort Spencer. Same with Milo. Milo, a person who owned a website that got him sued for because he didn't pay the people working for him. Just saying.
Well,
What's a bigger breach in ethical concerns? Not sending out T-shirts, or a guy who actually didn't pay his employees for 3 months, and then the website went under?
So is Steve ever going to send out the T-shirts?
No,
No, he's been returning the money to anyone who's been asking.
people
Gotcha.
have been getting refunds.
Even people that are anti-Steve have come up to me and said, "Yeah, I got my money back for the shirt." So,
Which is cool. He's at least,
Well,
you know.
it's- yeah.
Well,
I
because
mean, to be honest, it's she that it took that long. I don't know whose fault that was, but whatever. Like, at least it's happened.
yeah, because by the way, congratulations, Gamergate. You have lost because you have succumbed to your own clickbait.
Pretty much.
Father's Day, the most confusing
Is,
day in the ghetto.
We have sorry
guys.
to derail us, guys, and I'm sorry, Patton, for cutting you off. But we have some really insightful opinions, such as Jenny Barage is trying to make a journo site. Idiots. Thank
She's
you.
trying to have an alternative to Polygon and Kotaku. She's actually being proactive. Actually, she's not trying to have an
Can I-
alternative to.
Can I
those
say
sites.
something to someone?
Yep.
You're a complete dumb cunt. What I just told you, right, was so stupid on so many levels. I think I got dumber reading it. May God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, that's awesome! I'm not even reading the chat, and I want to see that.
Yeah.
Because you missed, you did, whoever that person was, did you watch the 2 interviews and realise that's what she was trying to make it?
With
Dude,
Star
wait.
on?
Do we
Yeah.
even know what her site's fucking about still? Because I've got
It's
nothing.
gonna give us blowjobs, cocaine, and hookers. I think.
Absolutely.
I've got a Facebook
I
site.
thought it was going to make me a cup of coffee.
Hang on, Cody.
Oh,
What's up,
go
Patton?
ahead, Patton.
Do we even know what Jenny Barrage is about? I mean, I don't know any history on this woman. I don't know any background of who she's worked for or what kind of development experience or what kind of team management experience. We have no info on who the fuck she is to manage a project like this.
She's a wave rider. Me and
Yeah.
Serb have looked in on this. She's got 3 failed YouTube pages.
So she's a nobody asking for 50 grand. See, this is the problem. This is what pissed me off, is I've seen people on Gamergate side pulling in Anina Sarkeesian.
Yep.
I mean, I have no clue who this girl is other than somehow she got tapped by CNN to be a voice of Gamergate and made a fucking career out of it. That's literally all I know about her.
Yep, that's it. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
all, sorry, someone in chat said we're supposed to be on the same side. Yeah, no, we are. The thing is with Jenny Barrage that we have issue with isn't that she's making a website. The problem is that she's been unable to answer any legitimate questions faced towards her. No one has an idea what this website is supposed to be about. I know I fucking don't. I know
Marco,
nobody does.
And Marco,
What is
we
her
don't
job?
hate on. Wait. We don't hate on Jenny herself. I mean, maybe
No.
Serbs does. Serbs wants to wreck her, but we hate on the fact that she can't even tell us what the website's about. When you ask her,
Mhm.
well, is it going to do X? She goes, yes. Is it going to do Y? Yes.
Yes.
Is it going to do Z? Yes. Is it going to stand upside down on its head? Yep. Is it
No.
going to suck my dick? Sure.
Now you know what I've got out.
Money, it would do anything.
Now you know what I've got out of it. What her site's actually going to do? It's going to have a fucking downvote button.
Yes.
No upvote.
It's
No,
gonna
we're
have
not
a
even,
downvote
dude.
button.
We're not even sure it's going to have that.
Yeah,
Really?
fair point.
They haven't even worked out the algorithm apparently because it's super hard. Which is fine. Apparently the team is working on the algorithm. Whoever the team are, we've had this conversation so many times. To the person that said we're on the same side, yeah, it doesn't mean you necessarily have to like the person next to you. And to be honest, okay, wait, what? Okay, Sargon did an interview on her, yeah, and what was discussed? Because it was all gobbledygook.
Anything. We watched this interview and we were actually going, maybe they have something nailed down about the website now. No, we came out of that interview just as fucking confused. Sargon was giving her ideas, and she was going, "That's brilliant. That's like, yeah, we're definitely doing that." And it's like, what the fuck? What?
That's what I got from it too.
Yeah, it's like we were just like, Jesus. So is there not actually a concept here yet? I mean, there's a basic concept, but do you have any actual way of how it's going to go about, how it's actually going to be achieved, how you're going to get this thing to actually work? Apparently we don't know.
Jose,
That's what I don't understand.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Just looking at someone, Jose Trujillo in the chat, have not seen the Kickstarter, just a few interviews, and yeah, the concept is still odd, and the amount of money is kind of crazy. Actually, the funny thing is, the amount of money she's asking for is absolutely undershooting how much she needs.
Way not enough. Way not even close to enough.
Yeah.
I like I said, my contracting rate is $75 an hour. That's, you calculate how far $75 an hour gets you, and then you tell me if that's going to build you. And I'm just an engineer. I'm a front-end engineer, right? I'm not a designer. I'm not a back-end. I'm not a database. I'm not like a sysops. I'm not a project. I'm none of those things, right? I'm just literally a front-end engineer and a UX expert. You find me, figure out how far 75 an hour gets you.
Not very.
Nowhere.
Yep.
To be fair, gets you fucking nowhere.
By the way, our site is still taking donations. We're still looking for that 50K watermark that she's asking. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
I'll be getting a camera.
If you look at the Indiegogo page right now, she said on an open house she would have a video. I'm gonna work on the video right now. Still no video. Where's the video? There's nothing here. There's still nothing here. After people criticized her, there's just a little paragraph here saying, what's going to be like RottenTomatoes.com. Thanks a ton.
Palmer, you're right. Shitting on her makes no progress for anything, but we feel that it may sound like shitposting, but we're actually trying to hold her up and make her accountable for everything she said, and so far she said nothing that makes her accountable for anything.
Which is because she won't appear on any other streams that aren't some of the big hitters, basically. Won't address the concerns of people that are actually, supposedly the ones that are putting forward funding for this. And those that are against Steve Tom Sawyer are kind of making, the environment for her Indiegogo to succeed impossible anyway, so it's kind of like you're counterintuitive, even if you support her and then burn Steve. Anybody asking for money in this environment is fucking shooting themselves in the foot with a 50 caliber fucking sniper rifle.
Yep.
They are.
Are you guys joking? No, we're not. So yeah, carry on.
And
We just shit on everybody. I don't know.
To Hannah in chat, I am reading through the article that she posted a link to. Pete, thank you very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
so did I. I actually had a lot of problems with this document. And if we really want to do this, I can do it.
Well,
She's done a bloody.
Quote.
She has done a bloody Reddit AMA, but then once again we learned nothing about it from the AMA.
But that's the thing. There's nothing concrete. Like, you guys know, I've told you I'm going into business with a couple friends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting on 4 business plans. One for a 1,000-foot storefront, one for a 3,000 to 5,000-foot storefront, one for a 10,000-foot storefront, and one for up to a 2,700-foot storefront. 4 different plans. Because each one, I have to go to the bank and deal with them in a different way depending on how large this venture is going to be and deal with the investors and everything. You need separate plans. You need ideas of future inventory. You need concrete fucking information. And, having done this, designed business plans, figured out how many employees I'm going to need, what I'm going to be paying them, blah, blah, this, that, and another thing. And I'm not seeing that. This is what I've spent the past 2 years of my life doing, is getting this shit going. And I don't see that same level from her. Now, granted, I don't expect her to give us everything, but I could tell you a hell of a lot more, openly about what I'm planning on doing than I've seen from her without compromising my own business situation.
Well, I think, Patton, what it is that she is literally the PR face behind this to get the good graces of Gamergate on board with the financial support and marketing, which is perfectly fine. It's her strategy, but I don't think the website is her idea. Personally, I think that she has been brought in to do PR on it under the guise of her idea, but it's actually being set up by this mysterious team, basically. So, which is fine if they put out a product.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing a system of funding where if they don't get the funding at all, then the product won't exactly survive. There are direct competitors to it. There's about 4 or 5 of these websites, and there was a stream about them and the various things that they're going to be doing. So it's a market. People have a. I think we should just move away from this topic now. We've already said it about numerous times how we feel about it.
Sorry, I feel like we should stay on it a little bit longer because Hannah said maybe she hasn't shown anything yet because all you guys are dogpiling on her. Gemma has even said she's become really tired. Look, the problem is, and the document is a really pretty document. Don't get me wrong, I like it. What I've read so far, at least. And the thing is that when you put out a Indiegogo, what was it, a Kickstarter? I don't know. Whatever.
It was an Indiegogo.
Yeah, when you put on Indiegogo, if you give less than a paragraph explaining to what your website is and asking 50 grand, probably not a good idea. Also, probably not a good idea to go on stream until about 12 days after the funding started. At least with a lot of other things, you kind of know what you're getting. That was kind of our initial problem with it, and the reason that we're so open about how we dislike the idea is because so many people are so vehemently for it. It's like, yes, this will be brilliant. We're sitting there going, I know, guys, we haven't actually fucking seen anything. This website will give me blowjobs and kisses. And they're going, no, it won't. Fuck you. She's the savior. She was on back when she, and you know, like it's kind of like that thing that with my problem with Gamergate is that it creates a climate of climate of marginalization was created, which kind of created our own kind of form of fanaticism, you know.
Well, and here's part of the problem.
Hang on. Patton, what was that?
Go ahead, Patton.
But I was saying, this is what I was talking about with our white knights. As soon as somebody started shilling for shekels, and it happened to be a woman, people criticized, Gamergate white knights came out of the fucking woodwork.
Well, yeah, and Pat, and actually, you can speak to my point too, because you're starting a business. I've started businesses, or at least attempted to. And Marco in chat says, "Well, maybe this is only one funding source." That's impossible. Because, and here's why that's impossible. When you go to get funding, whether it's VC, angel funding, you get it from a bank, you bring it to your freaking mom. They're going to need more than, what is this PDF? 12 pages, 20 pages, and a lot of it's. Just, you know, there's the summary page is a whole page, so maybe in total this is 12 pages. A business plan is, 10 times this for one. And part of the thing is, when you're asking a community for $50,000 and you go to her Indiegogo and it is literally 3 paragraphs, you better expect to be chewed out about it. You better expect people to question everything. And then when 3 weeks goes by and you don't answer those questions, people are going to continue to question it. Nobody should go, oh, well, you know what? Here's my money. Cool. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to blindly trust and believe you. Fuck that.
Hasn't Tim Schafer fucking taught us enough? Hasn't 3 or 4 months of fucking, fighting against this kind of thing? The Gamergate, somebody once said at the beginning of this, they knew that Gamergate would probably jump the shark as soon as people started asking for money.
Yep.
By the way, I can't believe I don't know why I'm addressing this person in chat again, but she went on she went on MSNBC. What have you done? What did she? I remember her saying "Listen and Believe."
No, she went on Huffington Post.
Oh, that was it.
But again, why? How did she, out of everybody, get picked? That's what I never understood. They just kind of picked
And
women.
the other thing was, what does that got to do with the price of fish? That has nothing to do with her ability to run and manage a website.
We said last stream that we wouldn't give chat as much run in this. This person is quite literally just... That's fine. You want to put your money down? Fucking enjoy. We're not...
I think Edwin Boyette raises some good points about it. Like, he really does.
I need money for a van, vacuums, cleaning products, and a steamer.
I'm going to start a cleaning business. I'll hold a Kickstarter for it. You're not going to get any of the profits of pretty much anything. I'm a real cool guy, and people need their, need their stuff. Houses cleaned. I need money for vans, vacuums, cleaning products, and steamer. He said everything that Jenny Barrage done when it comes to business is absolutely odd because there's no concrete foundation to it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
and as-
Hey, him coming.
Yeah, Patton, you're like quiet for some reason. I don't know why.
Let me see if I
Very
can.
soft-spoken guy.
He is.
Exactly, someone. When you say we're shitting on her, we're shitting all over her, you would be happy to know nobody on this stream has taken our thoughts public other than this stream. We haven't taken it to Twitter or Reddit to say nobody give money. You know what? If you want to give money to Jenny Barrage and Base Gamer based on what you've seen, all the power to you.
Yep.
Good for you. You go do it.
But as
That's not this
consumers, you should be aware that you could potentially, be falling into a pitfall. You are not doing your research. We don't know. Somebody pointed out in one of the interviews, Monday Matt even pointed it out to her, that she deleted her LinkedIn account. Now she did this under the guise that potentially all the harassment and threats and things like that. But this has just become. I haven't seen any of these. If somebody wants to furnish me with proof, that's fine. But we've created another atmosphere basically where people can use harassment as an excuse. It's the same as the opposition. As an absolute de facto end-all conversation on the legitimacy of people's actions. Congratulations, you just keep on fucking, doing what they're doing. It's fucking ridiculous, guys.
I'm sorry, am I coming through now?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, that's better.
Oh, okay. But to your point before, Code, you're right, there's nothing concrete about it, and that's what's got me pissed off. Like, I would love, just give me a little info, like, has she contacted, I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, she's in Vancouver. If Vancouver's like any other major city in the fucking world, they have a business development council. Has she contacted the business development council and gotten backing?
No, she has private advisors.
Okay, well,
and that is it.
You're starting a small business. You can go to the small business council in any city, in its state, and fucking province in the world, and the small business owners will provide you advising for free. They literally do this for free because they can take it off their taxes. And these are major CEOs doing this type of shit. I haven't heard of anything like that. I haven't heard of any kind of back end. What are her servers going to be costing? Does she have the fucking money laid in for the servers?
Oh, no. She said she was going to provide that, but I haven't seen any of that yet either.
That's the problem. I need to know back. If I'm going to invest in something, I have to have the back end information. What are operating costs? What are, going to be office costs? What are going to be server costs? What are going to be this cost, that cost, another cost? We've seen nothing of that other than, I'm going to make a pretty website that's like Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, that's grand, but what does it take to make that website? As Codes pointed out, the programming alone is more than $50,000. So
whoa. Okay, we just got when I posted one comment, someone from your stream called me a cunt. Not if you agree or disagree with me, that's your opinion, but the tone you're creating is why you're now seen as SJWs.
Oh wait,
Yes.
Actually, no.
Fucking accomplish.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Can't call someone a cunt. Their feelings might get hurt. Oh well.
Reals not feels, or feels not reals, guys. Remember, feels not reals.
I don't even have a.
Did anyone get this mission statement that we were going for something that was just no bullshit? If you have a good point, it stands on its own fucking merit. If it's bullshit, it gets called bullshit. I literally, if you don't watch it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
But coming in here and bitching.
Well, exactly. I mean, if you don't want to listen to us, don't listen to us. That's cool. We will call it like we see it. Like I said in chat, all of us on this stream, actually I don't know about Patton, but all the hosts, the regular hosts on this stream, asked Jenny questions in her AMA. They all went unanswered.
Yep.
They all went unanswered.
They all
I
went
asked her about the coalition and if it was going to be the same as the previous website she was a part of, and if she was still a member. I know she's still a member of it because I have the link. She's still part of that website, and she didn't really answer me. She didn't really answer anybody else that I know of.
And then your comment got downvoted into oblivion.
Pretty much.
And by the way, sorry, I can't. The last time I'm going to address him, but someone, how fucking you can call us SJWs, and that's fine, and you have the right to be offended, and whatever, that's fine. I'm not offended by you calling me an SJW, but just. Have you not? We recently interviewed Ellie Prizeman, giving her a voice on the entire Shirtgate issue and how she thinks it's all bollocks, and us agreeing with her. the least to me, that isn't what you call a typical SJW behaviour. So if you do have something on the mentality of an SJW, then sure, go ahead. But last time I checked, a lot of us here are left-leaning, so a lot of right-leaning. We're friends, we managed to get past it. You know, it's not a big fucking deal. Why is it that we're getting... Why SJWs? Like, I just don't get what you mean, mate. Like, it doesn't make sense.
The term has lost all meaning.
It's just, you're a bunch of fucking cunts, SJW. You know, like, that's how it feels.
Hashtag not your shit.
Yeah, damn it, you beat me to it.
Yes! Right, okay, can we literally move the fuck away from this?
Well, no, I think Hannah Howe did post something that is worth... this will be the last thing.
Okay.
She posted, provide a list of all the costs to run the site. What more do you guys want? Code, you're the only one here with, like, at least as far as I know, the only one here with, like, website making experience. Can you give your 2 cents on that?
I can. When I look at this chart that she has, it looks like it is something thrown together by somebody who doesn't know development. So, for example, website UX, 10 hours. Website development, I'm looking at level 2. I don't know what the differences are. Really, I don't. But, you know, website development, 4 hours. Well, no. Yes, UX is vitally important, but you still need to develop it. And then I look at, like, the cost. So, man hours, let's say level 1 requirement analysis, 5 days to do the requirement analysis, to basically figure out what the requirements of the website are, is going to take 5 days at $200 per day. What is that? How much is that? An hour. It's hard to say because we don't know the hours. But anyways, you look at that at 5 days, $200 an hour, $1,000 total. And then you look at infrastructure development, 5 days, $200. Infrastructure for a website that she wants to be as big as Rotten Tomato is not 5 days. It's 15 days. I mean, yeah, okay, you can say I can throw it in the cloud, I can put it on AWS. There's still a fuck ton that goes into that. There's dev environment, there's staging environment, there's production environment. There's how do you push to dev, to staging, to production. You know, like there's a shit ton that goes into infrastructure to say it's going to take 5 days. That's unrealistic. Website development, 20 days. I don't know. I haven't seen the requirements. I can't tell you if that's realistic or not. Assuming that's 20 days at 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. What is 200 divided by 8? I mean, that's only $25 an hour. I don't know who she's hiring for $25 an hour, and if they would have the skills to get it done in 20 days. Like I said, it's hard to say without it.
1 second, I'm just going to address that other question. You call me a cunt not based on my comment, but you saw my username. Simple as that. Really? If that is actually
Listen.
Laurel.
No, but no, Laura, I still don't disagree. Fuck you. You're a cretinous vulture. But anyway, sorry. Someone, look, mate, you can
Panic.
say what you want.
I think Panic has the right thing. They're taking the wait and see approach. Which, if it's successful, hey, you know what? That's great. It worked. If it didn't, well, none of my money got pulled into that. I can still have an opinion on it. It's the fucking free country.
Yeah.
Yeah, Panics, and that's exactly what I would say. So they've put in this face out there of Jenny Barrage, who has no technical experience, no development experience, and she's admitted both those. And she's listening to developers as to how long things are going to take who don't have requirements. The document right here basically says they don't yet have the requirements because they're asking for money and they're budgeting for requirement analysis.
If I'd have been Gemma, I'd have had concepts, art, things, a tangible sort of thing. I don't know if she has got an alpha. She was talking about alpha testers, but I don't know if they haven't got an algorithm. How can they then have alpha testers? Testing whether that works. I don't understand that. That's a contradiction, surely. I mean, fuck me. I did about 2 weeks of fucking computer programming before I dropped out of that course. But still, am I wrong there? Can you test something without the algorithm?
Well, you can. I mean, you can prototype. You can prototype an algorithm. for instance, many years ago, I worked on an algorithm to do predictive text input on the original Xbox and TV remotes and all that. And the algorithm was shit, but we were able to at least test the theory, right?
But
it was all geometry based, and it was slow as shit. But we could test that the theory of it being geometry based on a, for instance, TV remote control. We could input text, and it would figure out what you meant to type, right?
That's fine, but they said they don't even know what it is yet.
Well, so if they don't even know what it is, I mean, they should have multiple prototypes out there.
Well, then they completely jumped the gun on asking for money at this point. They don't have anything to show.
That's exactly what it is. I did it with my game. I completely jumped the gun asking for money, and I got no money. And people tore me apart for it. I didn't sit there and send lackeys to every stream talking about him to shit on the stream for talking about him, for questioning him, right? I said, okay, you know what? You're right. I'm asking for money way too soon. Time to shut it down and come back to the drawing board when I have something concrete to show people, right? Like, if she's got nothing, which is what it is right now, she's got nothing. She doesn't even know what the algorithm is. You can't ask for $50,000. You can't. That's not how it works.
Right.
It's exploiting the and I'm not saying she's exploiting people, but what she's doing is she's exploiting the infancy of crowdfunding, right? And everybody who asks for money too soon is doing it. It's not just something Jenny's doing, and I'm not saying it's malicious, but it's, oh, hey, we can get money by crowdsourcing this. Let's do it before we do anything. And projects like that are successful, so it's easy to want to do it, but you can't cry when people question it. If you're going to ask for not even 50,000, if you're going to ask for 500 and you have nothing to show me, I'm going to question everything. I just am.
By the way, you can all contribute to my Kickstarter. I'm making some sweet-ass potato salad, so you can go ahead and fund that, too.
Oh, God. At least he had, proof of design and concept and stuff.
Well,
it was a potato salad. It did
look
what
at
it
the
said
indie
on
logo I linked in the group chat, and you can see this girl asking for tit implants has more info than Jenny Barrage released on her website.
Well, exactly, and that's the problem. I mean, you're asking for money.
Jesus fucking Christ, does she need bigger ones? Holy crap.
Yeah, but she actually read through it. She details out exactly why and the procedures behind getting tit implants.
Ethical tit implants. This is the way forward, guys.
You get an email and 2 photos. You get a personalized video thank you, 2 downloadable videos, and the appreciation package. You get a bra of her new size. You get and you can get a dinner date with her if you donate $1,000.
She doesn't need bigger tits. She doesn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we
I
move?
never thought I'd do that.
So, movie talk.
Yeah. Oh God.
We watched
yeah.
2 movies this week.
And they were both terrible.
Hey, fuck
No.
No.
One of them wasn't.
We watched Quarantine and Wreck. Wreck is the 2010 or 2008 film, I can't remember. A shaky cam film based on zombies in a motel flat, or the apartment building, rather. And Quarantine is the American version of it. What was your opinions on Quarantine, guys? Sorry, Patton?
I said you can call it the cheap ripoff. It's okay.
Yeah, the cheap ripoff, yeah. So what was your opinions of it, guys, of Quarantine?
It was a total shit show that shows how American cinema can sensationalize anything.
Sarah, how about you?
Oh man, the American version, fuck, it was absolutely disgustingly awful. I would have rather seen my mom raped by black men. It was awful. It was
Why
absolutely.
particularly black men?
I don't know. Maybe she'd like that. I don't know.
Are you saying your mum's a coal burner?
Hands up.
I don't know, guys. I mean, it was a tad bit depressing to see it because it just epitomizes what most American horror movies have become. That's shit.
Also, we mustn't forget about that movie, Hands Up, Don't Shoot.
No.
Shots fired.
For my 10 pence, I'd forgotten how fucking long it took for the actual movie to get started.
Quarantine, yeah.
Yeah, Quarantine actually manages to take Wreck and try and jerry-rig in a really bad love story, which was underdeveloped and not really developed at all.
It never went anywhere. It went on for the first 10 minutes of the fucking movie, and then there was nothing else.
It's like, oh, hey, look, fireman dicks. Yeah.
It's like love can conquer zombies, and then it's just like,
And
no,
then
holy
Steve
shit,
was
I'm
like,
running
oh,
away.
no. Yep.
No, we're busy. So I think that's Code. You
man.
watched it?
I did. I watched both of them.
Okay.
They were both fucking terrible.
You can fuck yourself.
Come on, Wreck was in fucking some language that wasn't English.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't go there. Don't pull that
What
argument.
was that? What was that?
It was in some non-English language, so therefore it didn't matter.
Sour, speak sexy to him in Spanish.
Hola, papi. How you doing?
Ooh,
Great.
$20.
Now we're-
Yeah,
Spanish,
pendejo,
though.
look what-
Now all we gotta do is get Sour Fingered on Stream by Code, and we'll just have our viewers skyrocket.
$20.
$20? Anybody? $20?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh man.
So,
Jesus.
Wreck, though, on the other hand, apart from Code, who despised anything with any foreign language.
No, it was just because I couldn't pay attention because I was playing Inquisition.
Yeah,
So-
that is
Likely
actually the
story.
case.
Seven.
No, it was actually
s-
the truth.
7 minutes it got into the action, whereas Quarantine took fucking 15 or more.
But it still managed to have a cohesive sort of plot and development in that 7 minutes of the characters that Wreck was
Yeah.
just completely missing.
I mean, you had that flipped. Because you said Wreck had the less development.
Oh, sorry. I meant Quarantine had the well, it had less time on fucking stage, but it still had significantly more development and deeper characters than Quarantine did. Sorry, there we go. Fucking
Yeah.
get the two right. I know that
Wreck felt more real.
You felt like you were following people,
Yeah, that was the thing.
not caricatures of people.
Yeah, Wreck made people,
Well,
whereas
except for the gay Spanish guy.
even that felt more real than half the characters in Quarantine.
Well, yeah.
But he wasn't overtly gay, because you guys didn't even realize that. Like that's how they portray a gay older gentleman in Hispanic culture. Just
Yeah,
a
but it's
pencil
a- it
thin
is a
mustache
Spanish
and a
film,
creepy hand movements,
And lives
Um,
with his mother.
and lives with his mother, and he's not married. So
what it gave was a new interesting take on the zombie genre in locking people in a very tight,
damn it.
compact area and having them try, to do the normal zombie thing under immense stress, basically with very limited places to hide and.
All they really did was take Night of the Living Dead and put the zombies inside the house. That's
Yeah.
with a news
different.
and lock the doors.
with a news
But-
camera crew.
Yeah,
There you go.
but I don't
Hang on,
think
hang on.
that should.
What's that, Patton?
Well, it's been a while since I've seen both movies, but if I remember, wasn't Quarantine the rats had a virus and in Wreck it was actually possession?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the outlandish part of Wreck. It was demon
all I
possession.
really remember about Wreck is the little girl was scary as fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the little blonde girl.
Yeah, utterly.
She gets
Terrifying.
fucking dropped
Scary.
like a bitch. It's great. There's just a point where they're like, "Oh God, she's coming towards us!" They just fucking unload on her. It was immense.
I think that was the Americans' attempt to try and replicate that was actually destroying the woman's face with the camera.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do it to a little girl, so they did it, because of American sensibilities.
Yeah.
I will say the journalist in Wreck was a lot fucking hotter, and she actually had tits.
I couldn't decide whether
Do
the
you know
one
why
from
that is? Well, look, there's a reason that the guy who played Dexter divorced her. I mean, let's be real.
She got
Wait,
the
is
tits.
he talking about
Maybe
Wreck or
missed testicles.
Quarantine?
Quarantine.
Which one are you talking about, Cody?
I said the chick in Wreck was a lot hotter than the one in Quarantine, and the chick in Wreck actually had tits, whereas the one in Quarantine had phantom tits.
Well, no. Here's the thing. Yeah, because that was the joke. It was. I couldn't tell whether the girl in Quarantine had great tits or no tits at all.
And it turned out it was the latter.
Yeah.
And that's fine. She can't help it. But seriously, in terms of cute female leads, ugh.
Was
Well,
it Jennifer Connelly? Is that who it was in Quarantine?
I don't.
Yeah, the girl who played Deb out of Dexter, if that's her name.
Yeah, she's really not that attractive.
Nah.
Which
No,
is
she has a
alright.
face like a rugby ball.
She has a fucking.
I also
she-
notice how when we stopped talking
Sorry,
about cheating on Jenny Barrage, our view account dropped.
Yeah, Gamergate in for drama, guys.
Yeah. Well, but that Jennifer Connelly's got a fucking 5 head, not a 4 head. It just, I seriously, somebody give me a fucking hand egg stand and I'll fucking kick that thing through a set of goalposts.
I mean, going back to the chat, I mean, to be honest, I didn't really want to talk about Jenny Barrage. There was plenty of other things to really talk about with regards to Gamergate.
Oh.
Like a satellite, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Edwin Boyette also gave me a great idea in there to have my potato salad co-opt with that girl who's getting the tit implants, and then I could create a whole new fetish site.
Yeah.
Just by smearing.
Implants made from potato salad?
No, that would be... No, I mean, smearing the potato salad all over her tits.
And what you do is you make the nipple detachable, so then you can just suck the potato salad right out of the tit.
No, people would co-opt that and use it for beer, which I am totally for.
Then what's wrong with that?
None. I would love that. Just beer tits. Honey, you're down to an A cup. You need to go refill.
You're about size of Jerry's tits. Time to
It's
refill.
about ethics and games journalism.
Yeah. Hashtag not your shield.
But yeah, I really enjoyed Wreck. It felt like the story was far more cohesive, and in quarantine, I just didn't know what the fuck I was supposed to be caring about half the time. So, this
Quarantine.
little girl is a cunt. All right.
Like Quarantine moved so much quicker than Wreck. I think that was such a bad thing. Like in the first part, it just slagged on for so long to get to the action, and then it just went way too fast once it happened. Whereas in Wreck, it was the same kind of slower pace throughout, and building atmosphere and building the horror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
mean, I give Wreck its dues because it took a risk with the possession angle rather than the Americans that went safety
The
safe.
American literally said it's a rabies virus, and you're just like, so you're literally taking how people describe 28 days later and just turning it like that's such lowest common denominator bullshit. Like, don't assume that we're that dumb. It's so annoying. We wouldn't be able to come to that conclusion without you actually spelling it out.
Look at how we ruined 28 Days Later. The first one was awesome. The sequel was shit.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I really dislike 28 Weeks Later.
Sally, your views on Wreck, then?
I don't know. I mean, I liked it. I don't really like zombie movies all that much, but I mean, it was. I agree with Jerry. It was quicker. The American version, it took 15 minutes of just horribleness to get to see a zombie or get to see somebody, dead. It took 7 minutes to get to the good shit in that Mexican one,
and
whatever Hispanic one.
And even in Wreck, they kept that steady pace, which kept the horror built up.
Yep.
It kept the anticipation built up. Whereas once the zombie showed up in Quarantine, it just went off the fucking rails.
Are you a victim of sort of like oversaturation with regards to zombies and zombie movies, or did you not like them at all, like previously? Was that just not a genre that you?
I never really liked them to begin with, but now it's even worse. I just finished playing a zombie board game. Yay for me.
Oh, Zombicide.
No, I didn't play Zombicide, but I don't like it. I played a new one that just came out, Dead of Winter, I believe. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it really has nothing to do with zombies. So it has
zombies.
It
I
just
hate
has,
everything about zombies.
yeah.
I like cigarettes. I like zombies rather than cigarettes.
I love cigarettes too.
Yeah, who doesn't?
But in Quarantine, it just felt dumb. There wasn't anything of interest in it. At least, like, the most iconic moment in Wreck is when they're running up the spiral staircase and the camera looks down and they see all the people chasing them. They all stop and look at them and scream. Really quite fucking scary.
And in Quarantine, it was the headshot.
Yeah. And you're like, okay. Sure. Cool story.
And Quarantine, Wreck had that really good, like, shot on Mexican news shitty-o kind of look to it. Whereas Quarantine
Basically
was...
every channel.
Where in Quarantine, it was shot on a nice DSLR camera that someone beat the shit out of someone with.
And then it still fully functioned. The fuck?
And then later, the The lens never broke, and there was blood splattered on it, and magically later there was no blood on it.
Oh no, he did wipe it off. To be fair,
If you ever tried to
just wiped it pretty casually with
if
his
you ever
arm.
tried to get shit off of a camera lens, it doesn't come off that easy.
No, yeah. Well, and we had an interesting conversation after. Well, I think it might have been before Rec or Quarantine. We actually watched it. It was to do with World War Z. Now, not everybody in here wanted to sort of crucify that movie as a lot of people did, because but we know that the book was superior. We actually had the idea that, God, we'd love to see it as like a HBO, TV series, and like, I mean, the Battle of Yonkers would deserve a fucking episode itself,
Yeah.
And just to get the whole sort of book out in a format that would be digestible and keep true to it, because you couldn't cram it into a movie, and I think it was a bit naive of people to expect them to do that. It just would have been too diluted.
Yeah, because the movie itself was shot from the wrong perspective. The movie was shot from a perspective of a reporter going around and gathering stories and trying to compile things, whereas the movie was just an action series. It was just an action flick.
Do you mean the book? You said the movie twice.
Yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
The book was more stories gathered by a reporter put together as a compilation of the war, whereas the movie was just action, period, and things happening. It's like, nah, that's not how it happened, dude.
What, are you talking World War Z?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the same story. That
No,
was
it
the
wasn't.
biggest problem.
No,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't.
you're right.
But it wasn't. It wasn't nearly half as bad as of a zombie movie as many people play it out. There were lots of good scenes in that.
No.
Like the Japanese kid. I
World War
love the
Z was
story with the
fucking trash.
I love the story with the Japanese kid in the book, where they had the otaku confronting the zombie apocalypse in Japan.
Mm.
That was really, really well done, because it was all written in just a poetry form.
I'm going to agree to disagree. I think with Patton on. I enjoyed the set pieces. I didn't enjoy the story so much.
The set pieces were good in the movie, I will admit that, but
and as a zombie movie, without even sort of like referencing the book, it wasn't too bad. I've seen a lot worse.
But it did try and reference the book. That was the
It
worst
did.
part of it.
It did. But it tried to live off it. It tried to mirror the sort of title of it.
Nothing in the movie made sense, though. It made absolutely no sense. You send a guy out, he's going out with fucking U.S. Special Forces, and nobody learns to turn their goddamn cell phone off, and it alerts the zombies. I mean, come on, this is common sense shit. Apparently, Jerusalem had the walls of Jericho built overnight, and there's zombies making a zombie pyramid to come over top. I mean, it was just the most retarded, ridiculous shit that zombies move like waves. I mean, and then,
there was that argument pattern that it wasn't actually built overnight. They did say in the movie that they had been the first to register that something was going wrong. I know that the amount of construction that they had, but in the book, I mean, they had built checkpoints. They had established, and it had two stories about Israel, didn't it? It had the Palestinian.
It felt like
refugee-
that it meant to be a social commentary and was adapted into an action film for Hollywood.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Wasn't there a bit within the books of World War Z about the North Koreans having people's teeth removed in order?
No, that was in the movie.
That was in the movie.
That was in the movie.
Oh really?
That was how.
the North Koreans went underground and nobody saw them again.
Yeah.
They became the Dwemer from Skyrim. So, speaking of movies, we also, I believe all of us watched the trailer for Star Wars Episode 8 or Episode 7, The Force Awakens this week.
Yes.
It only got one man in it.
Yeah.
One white man.
One white guy, Jonathan McIntosh, says that movie was just, that had so much to speak to. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. But I'm after seeing that trailer, I am hopeful for Episode 8 because I think they put it in the hands of the right director now.
I am not hopeful.
Just say J.J. Abrams was the right director.
Well,
Actually, do you think so?
Well, you got to remember that Lucas is the one who fucked up the first three, and And the episode 4 wasn't as good as 5 or 6, who had totally different directors. Lucas just produced them.
Yes, but it's J.J. Abrams. It's just going to be star flares, and that's all it's going to be the whole fucking time. Is lens flares everywhere.
If it's good, I can deal with that. That's the thing. If it's good, I can deal with the lens flares, I think. Because the trailer didn't have that many lens flares and things like that in it.
Oh, it will.
It probably will, but...
Now we've added lens flare.
yeah.
What is
yeah.
your dislike for J.J. Abrams? I think he did wonderful with Lost.
Oh God! Don't use that as your fucking argument for him. Jesus
Maybe the
Christ.
first season before he completely forgot what the show was about and
I
started going in
think
every
wasn't that a
direction. I think
writer's
of.
strike that caused that?
Yeah, it was a writer's
Yeah.
strike. That's the general,
Yeah,
Reason.
it was most likely the writer's strike. I'm a fan of J.J. Abrams, but
Look,
why
he
I
did
don't
well
think
with Star
it's...
Trek.
Huh?
He did well with the first Star Trek, and then completely fucked the second one up.
Well, yeah, so he's going to maybe do well with the first one. I have no hopes anyways.
I hope he pulls a Lucas and just does the first one and then hands it off to 2 other directors.
I think he's wise enough to potentially do that because I would really like to see as many sort of different people involved in that sort of directing process.
Why do you want him to keep making movies, guys? Seriously, like, you should learn. When there's one, that one maybe is okay, right?
Mhm.
Number 2, number 3, number 4, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, but that completely
Make it
flies in the
progressively
fucking face
fucking
of the
worse.
original Star Wars movie.
What?
Star Wars
Go
movies.
read the fucking books.
Oh, no, that's gone now.
The
That's
first-
gone now.
The first Star Wars movie was good, but it wasn't anything like Wildfire, and The Empire Strikes Back was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and then how was number 1, 2, and 3?
No, that you can't use that. That was when Lucasfilms Lucas had all the control over it, and that's when it went to shit. That was the deciding factor for those
Yeah,
taking it.
Yeah, people weren't aware that Lucas was bloody awful. It hadn't come out in the sort of stories or the behind the scenes that he was very neutered on 4, 5, and 6, and his input, and they basically took his input. Usually, they maybe salvaged a couple of good ideas, but generally it was somebody else fucking, behind the scenes, saving those movies or at least turning them into the fucking.
I think what's
works that
going
we
to hurt it is what hurt the first 3. Is it's going to be fucking CG'd to no end. It's just going to look.
The CG
yeah,
didn't look...
yeah.
Well, Abrams has said that he is going to use more practical effects than the first 3, which I'm happy for.
Yeah, but you can already see in the trailer, like, the little droid running around is CG, and it looks like shit. CG
was?
just doesn't look right.
Would you rather that or Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah, that's the deciding
Hey,
factor
I
there.
will stand
I have
by...
the feeling.
Go
Sorry.
ahead, Pat. No, go ahead.
No, I have the feeling they're going to have a Jar Jar Binks-like character.
And I
If he
would be
comes
okay
back,
with
I'll
that.
kill myself.
Oh,
I've
God.
said
Where
this
is he?
before. Wait, let me say this. Jar Jar Binks could have been a really good character if they would have, like...
If Lucas hadn't
actually
wrote him.
focused on Jar Jar and, like, gave Jar Jar, like, a backstory and made him an interesting character. Yes, I know he talks annoying, but that would have made him immensely interesting, I think.
Gacy would have been a cool guy if he didn't kill children in his spare time.
He'd be a cool guy if he didn't want to sleep with 12-year-olds. I know.
No, 17, alright?
The problem with Jar Jar Binks was he was comedy relief from the start. That's the
Exactly.
That's the main problem.
They needed to write him differently.
They probably shouldn't have made him a fucking retarded gay Jamaican, and that wouldn't have fucking had him
No,
down
no,
like
no.
that.
That appeals to children, gay Jamaicans, and it's just awful.
You said give you $20.
Literally,
Salem, you said give you $20.
He was literally in that
Fucking-
movie. It hasn't like he came across like like a dumb old. Oh.
So
Alright.
we'll continue this discussion on episode 7. When we get back, we're going to take a brief, about 5-minute break, and we will be right here. Don't go anywhere. That was from Overclocked Remix, the remix of the song Dire Dire Docks. All that music is free and rights free on Overclocked Remix's YouTube page as well as on their website, ocremix.com. You can go there and check out more of their music. And we are back. There we go. Now we're back.
The fuck is he doing?
It doesn't look like we are on the YouTube.
We should be. I'm still streaming.
Did the show get cancelled? Were we pulled by the...
Did we get a DMCA claim?
Did Jerry just get blackbagged by Jenny Mirage's cronies?
Yeah, base gamer.
Oh boy.
It's about it.
It's alright.
What the fuck is going on here? Are
Did
we
we get-
live? Like,
Yeah, we're live.
What the hell?
Yeah, we're live.
Jerry.
Do you want to send Jerry a message?
I mean,
Jerry, why are you such a cunt?
are we live? We're live now.
Did Jerry die?
Did Jerry kill?
We're getting a lot of static.
We are?
Yep. Jerry, are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay. We've been
Sorry about
trying
that.
to get hold of you for the last...
Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck was going on there.
Okay. Well, we're back.
Yep.
And we smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't really want to get derailed into the Jenny Barrage thing because we've kind of done that a lot already, and we did want to have some final sort of thoughts on Gamergate. As a lot, we have got a lot to say. I mean, there's been 2 fucking articles on our website and multiple streams that Sal's been on where she's been cussing at people.
Yeah.
All sorts of shit. So I think we're going to go back and just one by one go through what the fuck, and good points, bad points, and let's just give a send off.
Who's going first?
Well, I think Code, since you're the Code Daddy, you start.
The Code Daddy. Where do I start with Gamergate? Well, Gamergate has done some wonderful fucking things, right? And I know some of my co-hosts disagree with me, but things like the FTC stepping in is a huge morale win, right? It just is. It's ginormous. Maybe not from like an actual what's the word I want? Result standpoint, but from a morale standpoint, having the FTC say something to Gawker and Kotaku is big. I think having a lot of these websites adopt ethics policies is a huge win for Gamergate. I think some wonderful people came out of Gamergate, our co-hosts, our, Serbs, Jerry, Sour, are fucking wonderful people. Pigeon's a fucking piece. Shut the fuck up, Pigeon.
Yeah, Pigeon's just
If
a...
you want to fuck her, doesn't mean you gotta...
$20, $20.
I'm never writing in the about page. I'm never writing in the about page. Never.
I love you, Pigeon. I do. Let's see.
He wants your sweet boy pussy.
I do want your sweet boy pussy. What else positive? I mean, what hasn't come out of Gamergate that is positive? There's been a lot of positive that happened. Though lately, I see it going the way of Occupy, where it's becoming highly susceptible to infighting, and it's starting to fragment, and we're starting to eat ourselves alive. And this is exactly what the social justice warriors did to the Occupy movement. They got inside of it, and they basically caused it to eat itself alive until the movement became one about social justice. And that's exactly what's fucking happening to Gamergate. And that's sad. And that is one of the biggest reasons why we, as a team here, decided, you know what, we aren't going to focus on Gamergate anymore. And I know some people are going to say, oh, you agree with IA shitting on Gamergate. I don't. I don't think Jim needed to shit on Gamergate, but I do think he was right in a couple of his points. One being that we are going the way of Occupy, and 2 being, if you really wanted to fight the social justice warriors, if that's what you really wanted to do, you did it all wrong. You needed to fucking attack, and not fucking tone police everybody. The only way to take those fuckers down is to attack them and to beat them at their own game. And Gamergate let themselves be tone policed. So if it was about social justice warriors to you, guys, you failed to fucking look at the past and learn from Occupy and learn from Chanology and learn from atheism and Atheism Plus. You just fucking are letting history repeat itself. If it was about ethics and journalism, you got probably the most you're gonna fucking get out of it. Unfortunately, I don't know what else you're gonna get out of it until you get like the DOJ involved. You know what I mean? You're not going to burn Gawker down. Nick Denton's got fucking money coming out of his asshole. Pigeon fucks Nick Denton with $100 bills. It's a true story. It happens.
Well, depending on the FTC regulations, Gawker could be hurting financially from that.
That is a good point. They could be, but Nick Denton's
final
still got
wording's
a
gonna
lot of
make a big
fucking
deal.
money.
Yeah, that's gonna be something that's years down the road.
Oh, no doubt. But depending on the wording, if the FTC comes down and they put on the same regular newspapers like the New York Times has to utilize, and because right now I told you guys when I did my first show with you, the whole idea of partnership content and sponsored content is how they get away with the native advertising now, and half the time they don't even put that on the article. But if the FTC is serious and they make the regulations just like they do for, say, the New York Times, where a sponsored article actually has to go in the advertisement section and be completely separate from the rest of the articles, that will fucking hurt Gawker.
Oh, I agree.
Totally.
But it's going to be years before anything financially, before Gawker or Kotaku or any of that burn to the ground, and they'll most likely make the changes and learn to live within the rules if they have to, right? Rather than crumble.
Or Gawker's gonna do what major corporations in the U.S. did and just write the fucking laws.
Am I fucking?
Sorry about that. Lost the hangout. It's coming back. Hang on. Webpage crashed. Hang on.
I was smoking and thinking
There we
about
go.
where else I was going.
Sorry about that, guys. The webpage crashed. We lost you
Okay.
for a couple seconds there, but I got you back.
Okay.
So yeah, as I was saying, if your mission was social justice, you did it all wrong. You needed to go patent style and fucking attack the advertisers and attack the social justice warriors and get them 1,000, 10,000 people to all attack one advertiser with bullying or rape allegation, right? Like, just, you needed to attack and you didn't. You let them put you on the defensive and you lost.
Oh yeah, I tried that and it fell flat on its face.
Yeah, not that you lost. Gamergate didn't lose. Gamergate is actually winning in terms of ethics and journalism, but you are losing the battle against the social justice warriors. But when it comes to ethics, as we said, it's going to be a long time before you start seeing change. Don't give up the fight, but I will tell you right now, this stream, anyways, is moving off of Gamergate and onto more sustainable.
We'll still cover news that happens within Gamergate as it comes, but it's been pretty slow. That's the only reason, guys.
Oh, it's not even that it's been pretty slow. That's a big reason, but another reason is more sustainability, right? Gamergate is going to go away eventually. If you had a stream that focused only on Occupy or Tranology, you wouldn't have a stream anymore. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing left. We need to be more sustainable outside of Gamergate.
Well, okay, I see what Hannah says. I want gamers to be seen by the media and public, not be seen as, to stop being seen by the media and public as monsters. And I think that's a valid point. I don't want to appear like that, but I just tried to run Op G.I. James, and it fell flat on its face. Not a single person other than myself fucking participated in it. And I'm going to tell you guys, I sat down with 2 Republican Party operatives to design that, guys that were instrumental in the 2014 election push. And they happen to be Gamergate supporters. They wanted to stay quiet on it, and they helped me design a fucking operation that mimicked what the Republican Party did in 2014 to beat the Democrats at the local level. So I did it, and it fell flat on its face. The point is, most people don't give a fuck what the media and public thinks, and they'll sit on the bench as long as they have something to bitch about. And I think that's where Gamergate is right now. So I've pretty much given up on it.
Yeah, and it's sad to see your Toys for Tots and your charity drive fall on its face. Unfortunately, you're not allowed enough voice, right? Gamergate focuses on its e-celebs, and that's the way it is. Yeah. And that is the problem about the media seeing us as monsters or neckbeards or whatever. Maybe I'm gonna sound pessimistic to you, Hannah. I'm sorry, but you know what? We've been fucking neckbeards since the fucking ColecoVision, the Atari 5100, the Atari 2600. Ever since a fucking video game has been developed by somebody, we have been monsters. We have been neckbeards. We have been a niche culture. And none of that is fucking true anymore. Gamers are the most wonderful fucking people in the world. They are the most inclusive. They are the most welcoming. They Gamers are fucking wonderful, but you know what? The media is never going to accept that. That sucks, right? That does suck. I get it. That sucks hardcore. People are always going to look at you as a fucking monster. Who the fuck cares?
Try being a D&D or tabletop player. People
Exactly. Or
Yeah.
a Magic the Gathering player.
Totally.
Or, like you said, a tabletop player.
Yeah, D&D players are Satanists. Still seen that way.
Yep.
And D&D's been around since the 70s.
Okay, Code's yapped his flaps. We will come back to you, Patton, for your final analysis. But Sour, do you want to take this one as well?
I just, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, I wrote an article about it for the website, but it's just I'm not a nice person. Like, I don't think at this point anybody really sees me as like the warm-hearted sour grape. No, I'm not like that. But I feel so bad for people who have put all their time and effort over these 3-4 months. Was it now?
Since August.
Since August, they put so much into it without getting paid, through operations, initiatives, projects to help people better understand our message, that we want responsible, accountable, and fair consumer-focused game journalism. And we have actually made positive changes. I've seen Kotaku and Polygon and Defy Media Group change their ethics policies and made them way more stricter than they were previously. And we have new media, Niche Gamer, which I frequent a lot, Tech Raptor as well. I mean, I've met you guys. I love you guys. And we have Gamergate.me, which is a great site if you want to check out actual, facts about Gamergate, where it came from, where it's going. Forums like 8chan and Reddit have come together for the first freaking time. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But here's my problem. We don't mention flaws, and we don't necessarily even care to. But what we lack is introspection, or the ability to ask ourselves this: why are people leaving Gamergate? It really shouldn't be a surprise at this point. I mean, people who I know have worked on initiatives and operations are leaving Gamergate because of why? Gamergate e-celeb drama, a movie in the works, a video game. Someone tried to get me to do a video game with them. Come on now. T-shirts, plush toys, a sea lion, a satellite? A satellite. Gamergate, this was hashtagged with Gamergate. Gamergate satellite.
Yeah, it's going to be named My Sides, and it's going to be in orbit and that's going to house the 8chan servers.
And you're surprised, and people are telling me, well, you shouldn't be so cynical, Sour. You're being derisive, Sour. I'm not being derisive. I'm not being... I have to question... Don't I have to question things? What the fuck is a satellite?
No, you don't. You should listen and believe.
You're trying to feed me a shit sandwich and say it's not going to taste like shit. And it is.
If you weren't a lesbian, I would marry you.
She is married.
I am married.
I already offered her 20
I just have a found appreciation for breasts and a tad bit of the vagina sometimes.
I just love that. That turned on.
Patton, Sour, before you continue on, Patton, our stream is getting invaded by political scientists. There's you, me, and Sour is a political scientist as well.
I'm a political scientist.
I'm just a cunt.
But think about it. We're supposed to sit here and go, thanks satellite, thanks plush toys, thanks Gamergate video game. And I'm supposed to be happy about that.
And the movie.
What I wanted was Stephen Totillo. Just Stephen Totillo. It doesn't have to be anybody else, really. Just Totillo to man up and apologize. And say he got lied to. Because I know he did. Everybody on this chat knows he did. By Grayson. And he won't do that. Why am I mad? Because he isn't mad. This is bullshit. At this point, people are just ignoring the facts that we have already stated. I mean, the Game Journal Pro emails. Does anybody talk about that anymore? And when people ask questions, what happens to them?
Shit poster, shill, Lord.
Exactly. Friend of mine got an entire 8chan board about them being, a shill. They're not a shill. They do more for the movement than anybody I know. Reputations are getting soiled, and hardworking people have to leave. And you know what everybody says? They say, well, you know, good riddance. I never liked them anyway. Bullshit. Bullshit! And I've seen this before. The Game Journal Pro emails. What happened when someone asks a legitimate question in that Gamer Pro emails? Ben Kuchera and other people come out and say, well, you shouldn't be asking a question like that. Who are you? You shouldn't be in... Are you defending something we don't like? What? Yeah, and at this point, I'm like, we should have known better, and I don't know if I should have expected better, honestly. But this is what Gamergate to me has become, and to many of my colleagues. And at this point, I feel like I'm done with that side of it. I'm done looking at the satellite, the stupid drama, all of it. I'm done.
Fucking sea lion.
The sea lion.
Yeah.
God.
Bullshit. Just bullshit.
Unless we can weaponize
that's my
the sea
piece of
lion to
take it or
literally
leave it.
attack somebody.
Yes.
Well,
Preferably Stephen Totillo.
They can do it with-
At
they
which
can-
point, that'd be a perfect.
Well, here's the thing: the U.S. government has weaponized dolphins. I am not even kidding.
It's okay. It's okay. We have a plan for weaponizing the sea lion, and that will come later.
Orc officers, watch yourself.
Basically, we need a lot of grease and some C4.
Oh, and I have to apologize. I didn't really mean to say my mom wanted to be raped. I meant she wanted to be sodomized by black men.
It's a small technical.
Yeah, it's a little technical difficulties there with me.
Do you get forced to apologize?
Well, no, I mean 9 out of 10 people do like a good rape joke.
Gang rape.
8 out of 10. Her father's having second thoughts.
Oh man. Okay, right. Jerry.
Well, with the way it's been going with the drama lately, I'm just tired. I'm genuinely getting tired of having to just log on to Twitter and see the drama and the shit flinging go the way it has, because that was not the focus. That's not why I joined in. I said this is going to be, looking at it, this is a consumer movement. This is us rejecting shitty journalism and wanting real, honest wanting real, honest analyses of things without any influence and as a consumer recommendation. That's why I kept watching Total Biscuit. That's all his is. It's just consumer recommendations. That's why I watch Let's Plays. I can look at the game and say, do I like this? Maybe, maybe not, But it has all devolved into e-celeb drama and just watching people try to burn themselves and shouting. And I was confident after seeing what happened with Steve Tom Sawyer to say, Gamergate is over, we have our own clickbait, congrats guys, they won.
We've become what we didn't want to become, and
Yes.
that's the sad thing. Guys, if you're within game, we're still going to be following Gamergate. We're just not going to be actively participating a lot. We still want good things to happen. If we're still going to be sending emails and all that good stuff.
Exactly.
But the problem is we feel like we've done everything that we can with the community now. There's no cohesion within it anymore. It's just this fucking you said, she said, oh my god, look, a cripple posted on fucking Twitter about how he wants us all to die like Jews in the Holocaust. So is that really going to fucking solve anything by kicking that guy's ass? A literal cripple who I think genuinely has mental problems? That, it achieves fucking nothing. It's what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and that's what Gamergate seems to like at the moment, and it's always liked.
Well, we'll get back to
sounds
that.
finished.
Paige. We'll get back to that when you get your say. I'm just going to go next before I fall asleep completely. And that's not a reflection on the comments that have been made here, it's just I'm fucking tired. Gamergate for me. Okie dokie. Gamergate has had a lot of fucking sacrifice in personal fields. For myself, in an area that I told wasn't part of gaming as well, as much as I am a console and former PC master race when my PC was actually decent. But the tabletop didn't matter, and SJW culture was it's influencing all different types of things that are related in sort of hobbies and pastimes. Political correctness is going mad, unfortunately, to quote the Daily Mail. you have to be responsible for feelings of people that you've never met. Even and humour is being heavily moderated and is heavily, it's got to a stage where it needed a pushback, and the nepotism, the corruption in the indie scene of gaming. I've always looked at the indie scene like that, and seen very sort of positive come out from what I consider really crappy games in the first place. That's what turned me off the indie genre, was the games first, then the people, then it became the people first, then the games they were putting out. Anyway, I'm rambling. The problem was, and I have written a similar article, which I was told was unfortunately rather small, which I might actually pen my pieces a bit longer next time, because they're a bit more coherent than when I'm fucking sitting there at 3 o'clock playing Titanfall and such. But we kind of became our worst enemy. We literally became the literally who's, and it was quite painful to see. For 2 months we've been kind of doing that, and some of the news that we're echoing at the moment is stuff that happened, during the beginning, when the bombshells were, when people were unearthing real corruption, not manufacturing stuff, for clickbait articles of their own. And there's been a lot of positives in that we've managed to highlight these to people, but the real sort of problem that I disagree with IA about, and to some extent Code, and was attacking the middle ground. Was attacking quite strongly, going out there like fanatics. I don't think the fanatic message works, especially in this day and age, especially when we're fighting fanatics every day in other countries, or people are branded as fanatics. It's very hard to win over people that listen just to purely the mass media and not alternative sources for their information. It's very hard to sort of convince them. Yes, you do end up sort of, the message becomes somewhat diluted, but there has to be compromise. And I think that's why we haven't got anywhere, is because the people that were leading us didn't know how to compromise, didn't know how to present themselves in a proper format, and they had responsibility, and they decided to shirk it because they couldn't really handle it, but they wanted the success that went with it. And that's where I think we fell down. And we created our celebrities, we created our leaders, and the enemy just laughed at us when we did so, because they knew that a lot of people looked to those people. If Patton's idea had been spun by Internet Aristocrat or King of Pol, do you think it wouldn't have died on its ass? It would have been a fucking, people would have been involved. It would have, because even they could have participated. It sounded like it was a very slacktivist thing that people can do, and let's not fucking joke. This is a slacktivist movement. This does not take this does not take a lot of people's time. Those that aren't heavily involved in organising people, organising streams, disseminating information. This takes a couple of tweets a day for most people, and that's. There's a lot more that I want to say, but as it gets to this sort of time, I'm really fucking knackered, to be honest, and I don't think I'm really making that much sense. So somebody else can have the floor, unless anybody wants to add to anything that I said.
I think Patton's the last one left to say something.
No, we got Pigeon.
Oh, Patton, you go, and
I don't even know what to say. Are
you just going to shoot yourself? Is that how this is going to end? We're just suicide live on stream?
I'm just tired. I'm tired because I put out 4 ops now. Only one of them took off. I understand I'm not going to be successful with everything, but I make them as fucking brutally simple as possible. I try and just make it as simple as just click, because it doesn't take a lot, and the easier it is to participate. And GG's just all over the fucking place. And in many ways, I think we've been co-opted. When we've got asshats like Mike Cernovich running around, is a face of GG, And all he does is go out and cause drama to turn around and go, oh, look at the evil SJWs. Well, motherfucker, you did exactly what they did. You walked into a den of the other side, you fucked with them, and then you turned around and said, hey, look at what they did to me. Well, no shit. You went and fucked with them first. Exactly what they did to us in the beginning of this thing. So GG's lost its focus, and I don't know what to do anymore. You know, I'm not a YouTube celebrity. I don't have the reach. I don't have the pull. Most of them, you know, the only ones that I've seen that have been willing to be helpful was the one op that I still have sitting partially done was Liz and Mundane Matt, who were both on board to do it. I received no response from any of the rest of them. You know, it's just, I think it's come to the point where a lot of people are more worried about promoting themselves and creating little cliques to promote themselves than actually focusing on the goddamn issues. You know, because I'm going to bet you at this point, they might send out a couple hundred emails a day. That's probably all the people in GG doing it at this point. Everything else, I mean, stupid little shit like sea lions and is Sour said fucking plush toys. It's gotten so far off its base that, you know, not having a leader was a strength, but not having a leader also let the loudest voices create little groups around themselves in faction. You know, and that's where we're at now. Is
what I want to say, just to, and you can correct me if wrong though, Patton, about that, is that from my time doing a lot of radio like call-in type stuff, like we tried it here first, and then we tried it on Sargons, and it kind of took off there. It turned out that a lot of people, when they got together to actually try it, a lot of people didn't want a voice in the end. They wanted to be talked to. They wanted to be, told what to do by these people, because it was almost cults of personality.
Herd mentality, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and it just became, and so many ideas, of those that did want a voice were lost behind those that just really wanted to hear somebody more, fucking stupid speak, or someone more fucking, loud and brash and abrasive, which is what we've been left with at the moment in Gamergate, is those type of people. I giving people a voice, we tried, and people didn't want it in the end. They wanted to be told what to do. They wanted, but only by certain people and for only certain sort of motivations and reasons. I think half of them, given the 4,000 that used to regularly listen to King of Pol, I think half of them, if they told them to jump off a cliff, they fucking would have asked when and where.
That would have been interesting. Could you imagine the Gamergate Lemming Patrol? Just fucking dead corpses at the bottom of the Golden Gate River. That would have been good.
Alright, Patton, do you want to, or Pigeon, do you want to? Because I need to address chat to Serb's dismay.
Well, I've seen a few things in chat. This is the attitude that anti-GG wants us to have. No, trust me, it wasn't by interacting with anti-GG people or anything like that, mate. I came to this mindset through just watching, trying to do things and watching. And the amount of cults within Gamergate, the amount of little private cabals, and we have our own little private Skype cabal. Hi, we're shitposting. I sent Jerry a picture of a fat guy's arsehole.
Aside from that,
yes,
he
he
actually
did.
sent us a picture of a penis with a chihuahua's face on the head.
Yeah, that was a great picture. But anyway, the thing is that all of these things, a leaderless movement sounds brilliant, but if you want it to have direction and some form of cohesion, there needs to be at least someone that has some kind of rank.
I didn't think any of them had the balls to do it. I don't think any of them had to take, have the balls.
And what happened instead is we didn't get one singular or a few appointed leaders. Instead, we have a group of people with far louder voices, like the celebrities within internet celebrities within Gamergate, who bound together and just became their own bloody single organism anyway. And it isn't for the benefit of Gamergate either. That's the thing that pisses me off. If there was calls where, a private Google Hangout or something where they were going and saying,
right, this operation seems like it could do a lot of really good things. What's your opinions on it? And then everyone got on board. If IA got on board, if fucking Jade Foxu got on board, and bloody Internet Aristocrat obviously, and Gang of Paul and Monday Matt and fucking Ralph Faggot Retort and whoever else, we would have seen so much more progress. The problem is that everyone has their own horse to fucking back in this race now. That's the main issue. Is that it's not us versus them anymore. It's us versus us. Half of us want to kill the other fucking half, so then they can try and reign victorious and take it somewhere better, because everyone believes that they've got the best fucking decision and the best views on what Gamergate should be. I've had conversations with very influential people within Gamergate saying things like, well, I fucking hate SJWs. And I'm like, mate, I hate SJWs too. You have no idea how much I hate them, but what the fuck does that have to do with ethics and games journalism? They're still going to fucking exist. We're still going to have cunts like Anita Sarkeesian. We just don't want them listened to as much. And that's the problem with the ethics and games journalism. They're like, yeah, well, but SJW sucks so much. It's like, that's nothing to do with fucking Gamergate. You've made it something completely different. When people look in on Gamergate, do you know what they see, guys? I have talked to multiple people, like I'd say about 10-20 people about Gamergate who like video games, and I've asked them, what do you know about Gamergate? As far as they're concerned, it lasted as long as Shirtstorm did. Did you know that? The general public isn't aware of Gamergate anymore, guys. And the fact of the matter is, the level of shit slinging that's kind of came about is ridiculous. It's got to this point where we're feeding on drama. And it's fun to sit back with some popcorn and watch a Twitter fight every once in a while. But when that's the only thing that happens in a fucking month, and the most you can do to be proactive is to shitpost some cunt like Geordie Tate or something on Twitter, then you could go fuck yourself. We needed more than this. People keep saying, oh, Gamergate's huge, Gamergate's huge. It's not. If it was huge, if it was 10% of if it was 2% of any of the fucking industries, there would have been change. That would have been a big loss. But the problem is that from the outside public, I've asked them about Gamergate. Do you know what they say? It was something about someone was getting harassed, and there was a mention of something to do with some websites acting shitty. It's been muddied so much for the public opinion, as in terms of the public view, and if you don't think that's important, you're fucking wrong. Because that's how you need to light a fire under the asses of websites like Kotaku and Polygon and fucking Gamasutra. You need the general public looking in on them and looking their nose down on them. That's how you get serious change done. Everyone kept going, no, we don't need to win the PR war. Well, possibly, but it would have fucking helped. Would have really helped, wouldn't it? And it's got the waters are so muddied now that no one here fucking knows what we're doing anymore. Half of the people can't even agree on what the fucking message of Gamergate is. What does that tell you? You know, and sorry, I've ranted on way too long, but like that's just my 2 cents. I still love Gamergate, I still hope it does succeed, but in the time being, it looks like it's stagnated, and as far as I'm concerned, I don't want to be a part of a shit-slinging contest against people that actually do things. And that goes for people like Liana K and Steve and fucking all sorts.
Okay. So then with all that said, I am going to address chat, because apparently we upset people by shitting on Gamergate. You know what? Nobody in this fucking hangout right now is going anywhere. We are still all going to be pro Gamergate. We are still all going to fucking send our emails. We are still all going to try and make positive change. But as Pigeon said, right now, the hashtag is fucking stagnated. It is overrun by internal drama. I can go to the hashtag right now and see either shitposting or drama. That's what it's become. Perpetuating that is not going to help. And the minute you try and say, hey guys, let's rein it in, you get fucking shill-shouted, right? People tell you to quit fucking bitching, or your feelings are hurt, or whatever the fuck people say to you. I mean, and people keep saying in the chat, well, if you want to see a change. There is no magical change button you can press. It doesn't exist. People have to be willing to fucking change. People have to be willing to move out of the fucking drama. I mean, just like the Zoe post, and nobody fucking cares about Zoe Quinn's sex life, why the fuck do we care about where Steve Tom Sawyer lives? Why the fuck do we care what Liana Kay did last week with her fucking husband and friends, right? Why the fuck do we care about, I mean, I guess we care about Jenny Barrage's past. I mean, I don't, but some people on the stream do, right? Why do we care about all this? Why is all this a fucking story? I mean, if it's really just about ethics and game journalism, fucking stop. Stop eating each other. And fucking move on. Just stop. Stop retweeting these fucking tweets of, oh, Steve Tom Sawyer did this. Oh, Liana did this. Oh, why don't we look at what Critical Kelly did today? Why don't we look at what Georgie Tate said? Why don't we...
There's a
fucking drama.
Okay, then I will say something right here. Hannah, if you don't want to listen to this stream, you can leave. We're not holding you here. If you're just here to shitpost, fine. But if you're just going to complain about us and then not leave, go ahead and leave.
Go and fuck off to the Ralph Talk. Go eat out his fouls. Go fuck off to one of those guys, one of the fucking tinfoil fucking wearers. Go do it. We don't care. We're just trying to give you our honest fucking opinions on it. And no, because it isn't the public fucking opinion, you're going, oh, I don't like this, you're a... Fuck you.
Exactly.
You have your own volition.
We can have our own fucking opinion. We aren't going anywhere. This stream is not going to be 100% Gamergate focused anymore. That's not going to fucking kill Gamergate, guys. We, at most, have 80 fucking viewers, right? No, when we had Usher on, we had a couple hundred. But usually we have 20 fucking viewers. We're not going to kill the fucking hashtag by not talking about Gamergate 100%. You know what? We want to do this beyond Gamergate. Gamergate is going to fucking die eventually. It is not going to go on for 100 fucking years. We have to move to something more sustainable.
Okay, we have a challenge right here. List me 10 Twitter GGers who are spouting drama. Pigeon, I'll let you handle that. She said code, but Pigeon, go for it.
Ralph Retort, Laurel Lieb, Roguestar, Jade Fox when she was around, Internet Aristocrat when he was around, King of Pole, who else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head here. We've got some of the smaller retweeters and shit like that.
Critical Kelly, ironically, is the biggest oxymoron that we have. I've never seen that person be critical, but just fucking talking rhymes and riddles. God, let's have a think. Because it's been a while, because I don't follow them anymore. Let's go to the Gamergate hashtag.
Pull up TweetDeck.
That's Mike Cernovich.
Mike Cernovich, yeah. Any of the vocal proponents. I'd say the only one that isn't is Sargon, but then again, I guess I must be biased because I've worked with him. But there's a man that realised that it wasn't about the drama.
Aaron Gajoni?
Yeah, there's another one. He feasted off of it. I think we've reached 10, haven't we?
We reached over 10, I think.
Yeah.
The only people spreading drama I see are you guys. Who the fuck are we spreading drama to? 21 fucking watchers, 6 of which are us? I don't even. We're spreading drama.
You're literally proving the point. We are discussing something. We're not spreading drama. We're asking people to be introspective, and you are proving our point perfectly.
Yes, if you guys don't understand the point of this stream is the fucking campfire. It is, if you've ever sat around a campfire, it is all your buddies sitting around just talking shit and like being honest, real fucking people with their real fucking honest opinions and feelings and emotions and all that fucking bullshit that comes with being a human. That is what we do. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen. We're not going to take this to Twitter and get 1 million followers up, let's end GG. That's not going to fucking happen. We're going to say it on the stream, we're going to hang up, and we're going to go back to fucking jerking off the pictures of Pigeon's fucking boy pussy. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Okay, then, Hannah, you don't see any solutions coming from us? Well, I have the right to also say I don't know the fucking solution.
I don't either.
There you go.
But
here's what I wanted. Can I just say, I've been saying this since the fucking start. And nobody has taken it seriously. You guys have kind of said, yeah, that'd be cool. What Gamergate needs, needed and still needs, rather, is someone within the gaming industry, preferably gaming journalism, with 15 plus years of experience to come back for us. And when I told people that,
all they said was, "How about Milo?" You mean the tabloid writer who has no experience within video games? A year ago, he was shitting on gamers, but now it's relevant. Now it's beneficial to him, and he got a promotion out of it. It's pretty cool, right? Who else? Oh, Christina Hoff Summers. No idea about playing video games. Last game she played was Pac-Man. Brilliant woman. Love her work. Read her book. Bought it. Great stuff. Nothing to do with games journalism, though. Doesn't hone our point.
My solution is simple. A consumer advocacy group, which is what we should have pushed in the first, in the first instances when we actually came together instead of being just like a massive mass of. I can want a community hub for those that want to stick together and game in the fucking first place.
By the way, I just want to say to someone in chat. Sorry, Seb. I just want to say quickly to someone in chat. We have someone called Full Macintosh in chat. I just want you to know that Serb is actually the person that started that meme.
Oh yeah, Full Macintosh. That was Serb who started that meme. And to Full Macintosh, we will fight on too, just not on the stream all the time. And that's all we're saying. And yes, we all shared our opinion of Gamergate.
Yeah, and Edwin puts up a good point. Once again, Edwin is actually pretty on point whenever he speaks. Hannah and Cole, the two guys who are basically shouting us down right now, why don't you go be the heroes you want to be? Don't just go around here and shit on us. You don't like seeing us. It's a free market. Go make your own shit.
That's why
if we inspire you to go make a stream that shits on us, well, they've done something at least.
We aren't fucking shitting on Gamergate. We are giving our opinion. An opinion is not shitting on something.
Well, to be fair, it can be.
Okay.
Well, I shout on people, but that's just because I'm a cunt. Like,
I guess you're right. Maybe
and Pigeon does that. And Pigeon does that for $20.
Yep. Pigeon will do anything for fucking free. What are you talking about?
Hasn't this person ever heard of tough love? Seriously.
Yeah,
tough love. Nothing's perfect.
Yeah, Michael Palmer on point as always. My solution is Solution 6 and jerking to hentai. Yes.
Yes.
That's how we do it, guys.
Right. Let's. I'm tired of addressing those two in the chat. So can we just move on?
I just want to say, can we
what
just?
What is the point? What is it actually doing?
No. It's not. It's not the chat I'm addressing. I'm just saying, guys. We're still going to be anti-SJWs. We're still going to be shit talking. It's still going to be all of that. We're still going to talk about gaming news when it happens. We want to develop. We want to develop past that a bit. That's all. And that's our honest opinions on Gamergate. That's all. We still love it. We still really hope that it completely smashes the fried arseholes of fucking Zoe Quinn and fucks like Ben Kuchera and Steve Totillo. We really do, and we'll do anything to help that happen. But for the meantime, we're tired of it. That's all. We're talking about it when anything happens, but if there's nothing happening, then it's getting skipped. That's all.
Alright, I think we've done enough justification. I think we've reiterated that numerous times.
I have an idea. Ignore the chat for like an hour.
Hey, that works too.
We're going to run over tonight, guys, because we spent a lot of time talking about Gamergate. But I think it's good. I know, Serbs, you don't want us to keep talking about it, but I think if these people are going to listen to us, they should be allowed to tell us how they feel, and we should tell them where we're going.
Oh, no, yeah. It's completely counterintuitive, because nothing's getting done here, because we actually fundamentally disagree on certain points, but they haven't got the gumption to understand, to agree to disagree.
Well, here's one right here from Full Macintosh in the chat as well. At least you guys have the balls to keep going, unlike a certain open house.
I don't. Let's not
shit on that. Yeah.
Wait, I did promise Invisible Jim I would answer. He said, "How do we get certain cliques of people together to do things?" And my only answer, I guess I could have said this in chat, was I don't know. Every time there's been a Skype cabal, as they like to be called, they've been called Skype cabals. I'm guilty of it. I've done it too. I mean, I've seen fucked up shit happen.
As if I help. Me and Code have met in a secret Skype cabal.
We have, and we've seen the whole, what the fuck did they call it? That whole Agents of Balance fucking joke / farce.
I was in there too.
Whatever it was fucking happened. I mean, so you can't really have secret cliques because Gamergate doesn't like it. Gamergate likes to be told, like Serb said, Gamergate seems to like to be told what to do. and like Marco said in chat, if you want to make a real difference, it's not visibly on the hashtag. It's sending emails. It's supporting the people you want to support. It's supporting the charities you want to support, the developers you want to support. It's talking with your wallet and with your voice. That is where the real change is going to happen.
We got to move away from this because chat's getting just.
We're getting air horn to move on to the next topic.
Just one last thing. Just one last thing. If you were in Robin's shoes after what's been published recently, would you want to fucking run the open house for a bunch of ungrateful bastards?
I'm finding the smoke weed every day, Cliff.
Shots fired, smoke weed every day.
Robin has done his job free of charge. He did it for free.
And once again, Edwin Boyette in the chat, E-drama is insidious, it'll suck you in at every turn. He's totally right, and
yeah. I totally agree.
We gotta, the old phrase with Gamergate is don't touch the poop. Well, we need to stop touching the poop in our own circles, too.
Yes. Okay, so let's move on.
Can I quickly? Can we have intermission music? I've got it ready. All right. I've got intermission music.
Are we gonna actually be able to hear it? Barely.
Oh God, it's great being
okay.
a gamer. Yeah.
Next topic. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing going forward.
Too said for air horn. God. Fucking pigeon. Oh God.
Did that come through okay?
Barely.
Yeah, it came
through.
Let's
talk about what we're going to do going forward. Let's give the chat, now that we told the chat what we're not going to do, let's tell them, let's be constructive. Let's tell them what we are going to do going forward.
I'm going to be smacking a bitch every week and recording it.
Okay. Well, we're going to be... Well, if you ever get round to actually writing your bio, I'd be fucking impressed. Despite how productive you've been for Carbon Based Radio today, you still suck.
Oh, God, you revealed my shilling.
Oh, yeah, sorry, dude, yeah. Right, we are going to be putting content on the website, which is going to be talking about all sorts of shit. When I can actually figure out where my monolithic essay on fucking Ferguson is going, that'll be going up as well. It'll be talking about nerd culture, it'll be talking about anything that interests the shit out of us.
You've been doing some Let's Plays?
Yeah, hopefully we'll be moving on to Let's Plays. We've been trying to develop, obviously, the technology to do that as cohesively as possible, even though Jerry's computer is... Oh no, mine's worse than Jerry's computer. We are going to be talking about anime, because we've got two or three weeaboos in the chat.
Hey!
Yay! We got our body pillows.
We're going to be investigating the JFK assassination.
Nothing is off limits. Roswell.
Sex for favors.
Fluoride in the water. Yeah, all that kind of shit. It's gonna be fun, and we're generally doing it for free.
Yeah, we're gonna get a forum up and going as soon as we can too. If we can.
And that will be hopefully attached to the website as well. cftales.com. We're gonna try and. Obviously, as stuff becomes... Because there'll be other dramas in the gaming community, we are looking to try and see if we can get... We were actually going to be... Pigeon did try and reach out to certain parties in the StarCraft community regarding recent Twitter dramas there.
Pigeon's going to have his Let's Gay segment.
Yes, Edwin. That is totally what it's going to be called. And what's going to happen is I'm going to be playing Forest or Jerry soon, and halfway through it, he's going to look over to the right-hand screen, because he's got multiple monitors, and he'll just see me on Skype with my dick out. And you'll get the reaction live. And
you haven't even got a webcam yet.
Yeah.
I'll have you know, I can send him a picture and say, hey, look at that quickly, and then he'll see it.
It's his penis.
Yeah, you did that with me with the dog foreskin. The dog and the penis foreskin. Apparently Sour was leaving to join the cabal of honeyed badgers.
Yeah, and I'm going to be back on with them Monday, I believe, at 7 Central, and we're going to talk about the Bill Cosby situation. Oh, sir, they're nice.
Palmer, you better show up for that honey badger, because it's going to be...
Yeah, because without you, Palmer, God damn it.
If you don't make Sour laugh live on stream, I don't...
Yeah, you're like that guy that goes to a wedding and always takes his shirt off. You need to be that.
Palmer's weaponized shit posting.
And I love it. I love it.
And
Why are we giving him attention? We're just encouraging him.
No,
And?
that's exactly the point. We need to feed the dog. And he is our dog. I love him. Palmer, I will pet you and rub your belly if you
I
want.
thought you were going to say stroke.
I was going to stroke his dick a little bit.
I'll be having a
I'll do
stroke
it.
later on if I don't get any sleep.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm doing that Monday with the honey badgers, and then Tuesday, I don't know how I got involved with this. I don't know if I was drunk, but John, Panda John, or as we love to call him, John Sue, he is doing a stream with me Tuesday and Blaze Night. I'm doing that. I have no idea what we're going to be doing. I'm probably going to play a game called Fuck What You Say Guy, where someone comes on and I just go, fuck what you say, and hang up. So that's gonna be fun. Don't know what else I'm gonna do. So
Deal with the conversation, Sal. Fuck you.
Well done,
And-
Sarah.
and
Yeah.
we're hoping,
It's gonna be great.
we are hoping Sarah will agree to at least let us link her gay ass artsy video games to our website.
oh, always. You guys want to play them with me? They're 5 out of 5. They're beautiful.
Fucking
Is it-
Beautiful
yeah.
art games.
They have Gone Home multiplayer?
No, but one of them does. It's called Lo-Fi Dick Fight.
Oh god.
I'll play
It's
that.
Is that like what was that one game that I saw? It was oh god. I can't remember. It was like it had like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style, but Keyboard Drum Set fucking Werewolf.
I like it.
Oh, by the way, Patton, are you still about, mate?
He went for a smoke break.
Oh, okay. Well, when he gets
Um,
back, I think we should see if we can get him to suggest some movies.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because he does have some very strong opinions. I'm imagining A Bridge Too Far. But
Wait.
Doctor,
go ahead. Go ahead.
doctors hate our website. You want to know why? Go visit at cftales.com. There's our clickbait intro.
That scientist
I
gone
like
too
that.
far. Visit CF Tales to find out.
I'd say we've actually done too well, even without the drama. We got 21-ish viewers, and it's better than that gay ass bloody mecha one that I wasn't invited to yesterday. Where they, apart from Gwen, who did invite me on, but it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Those people know nothing about Japanese robot games. They really made me cry.
What's your
Honestly.
favourite Japanese robot game, Sam?
Well, it depends. That's such a big question, but
I'm not
You
asking
know,
what's the meaning
I-
of fucking life in it.
I will stick
Yeah.
my neck out and I will say Armored Core.
I'm gonna stab you in the kidneys with a rusty fucking spoon.
Okay.
No, my favourite RTS series is Front Mission. My favourite like controllable mech games are usually the Gundam games, usually Universal Century stuff. And my favourite Western one was Shogo Mobile Armored Division, which was fucking amazing.
Black dicks up the ass.
I don't no, that doesn't happen in mech games. I'm talking about mech games. I'm boring people. This was the suggestion. I fucking talk and bore people about crap. Wait,
Tell us about the fire balloon story again, Sam.
no! Fuck off and die. You people who heard that story will fucking go to hell. We're not having.
We should watch. I know what we should watch next week, just in honor of all this. Since we're moving away, we should watch Scared Shrekless.
Oh god.
Ooh.
How about Left 4 Head?
Yeah, I do like that.
Left 4 Head could be a good one, but it'd just be like all of us sitting around watching porn. Wouldn't that be a little awkward?
No,
that'd be right.
no.
No, that's fine.
Sarah will be there, Code will be there, Jerry, you're the only one left.
Yeah, well, shit. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, settle that issue. On to the next one.
And
Has
I will
science
be
gone too
talking-
far?
I will be talking about tech. So if anybody has anything specific within the tech industry you want me to talk about, if you come across cool projects, Kickstarter or Indiegogo or just in the news, definitely let me know so I can do
What's
my talk about
What's
it.
the tech perspective on the potato salad Kickstarter?
I actually thought that was brilliant. And I think the way he handled it was brilliant, right? Like, it started out as basically just a joke, you know what I mean? And he ended up getting, like, astronomical amounts of money. What's most impressive about all of it is the dude fucking delivered on everything. I never found out how his potato salad was. Probably not very good, but I thought that was a brilliant Kickstarter, to be honest. I think that was great. I got a good laugh out of it.
It definitely highlighted some of the issues.
Yeah.
Well,
The world.
I can actually talk a lot about Kickstarter one of these days if you want, because Kickstarter's got a lot of issues. I think
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Considering most Kickstarters don't fucking deliver. I mean, we've got a different opinion with Kickstarters because they became the firm favourite of the tabletop community for which kind of destroyed brick and mortar shops that little bit more. If the recession didn't fucking kill them off, Kickstarter definitely did. Just a way of big companies basically providing, the option to pre-order games and know the quantity that they're going to sell, basically.
Or not even like I've seen some Kickstarters for tabletop that the game was already in stores.
Oh yeah.
Kickstarting it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, but I already have that game. Why is it here? What?
What game was
But,
this?
Zombicide. Like
Oh.
certain games, I could do an entire article about it. Like certain games, the companies already have the product in the store, but they have the product on Kickstarter.
You what? What game?
Yeah.
Zombicide.
One good example, I believe, is Zombicide. There are other examples. I'd have to go through it, but
There
you
are
know,
plenty of examples.
Yeah.
that
and it's
exist.
from mostly major companies and things like that. and-
Cool Minis or Not is one of the biggest.
yeah.
Attempts at trying to fuck over brick and mortar.
And I love their work, but you know, that was just odd to me.
Well, they have a problem in that they, whilst they undercut basically costs, they also underestimate the ability to deliver these projects on time. They grow.
Yeah.
They get basically Tim Schafer-esque in scale, and they. I mean, Kickstarters are fundamentally always late.
That's the
These
funny
people,
thing.
they never stay on target, and sometimes they very rarely stay on their
Sir,
target budget.
we have something from the chat about mobile suits. Best mobile suit is the Zeta Zaku.
Oh, you can go die in a fire.
Oh, hey, Big Zam.
Oh God, literally, seriously. God. Okay, there's a different. Gundam skirts the line, okay, between super robot and realistic robot. You've just quoted two of the things that make me cry.
Well,
because Super Robot.
Joaquin was who said this, but earlier in the chat he actually said they need a real Gundam simulator where you have to spend half the game in your room whining about how you don't want to pilot a mobile suit.
When he said real simulator there, I expected, booting up the cockpit, fucking.
Oh, I would
full on.
shell out the ass for that.
Well, that gay ass stream that was on last night that I didn't get an invite to, they were talking very briefly about Steel Battalion, which had a lot of issues, but a giant fucking controller, which could only be used for that one game until the sequel came out on the original Xbox, and then the terrible one that came out for the Kinect, it's the Xbox Kinect, is that correct?
Yeah, the original, the 360
Yeah.
Kinect, yeah.
Yeah, the Steel Battalion was a good game. It had a massive problem with regards to the difficulty curve. I never actually owned it myself, but I've seen a friend of mine who had it play it.
You have to manage so much because you're actually piloting a fucking mech.
You do. They've even got windscreen wipers,
Yep.
which was a fucking level of realism unheard of before. The only problem that they had was the difficulty curve and the fact that if you didn't eject on time, it wiped your save data. So you had to start. I think you had to start the entire mission again, and some of those ones were long-ass missions.
So it's just like piloting a real mech.
I like the idea if you don't change your oil, it just fucking stalls when you get in.
Tranzor Z, breast missiles or get the fuck out.
Oh god.
This is going back a bit, but do you guys remember Virtual World?
Oh God, I can't say that I do.
Back
Wait.
in the early- okay.
No, gum. Sorry.
Back in the back in the early '90s, there was a company called Virtual World. They had 10 or 15 centers around the country in Canada, and they had what were called the virtual pods. And did you guys ever hear of a game called BattleTech or Mech Warrior?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
I have Mech Warrior.
I know
Number
the things
two.
you're talking about. I've seen
Yep.
them. I saw an article.
These were full-on rumble pods for Mech Warrior, and they were linked, 16 of them, and they could link them up across the country so huge units could fight each other. I only played it one time, but you got into this giant rumble pod and closed the fucking door, and you had the whole boot up sequence, and the pod would even heat up when your fucking mech started overheating. It was just the sweetest goddamn shit ever, but they went out of business because it was so fucking expensive to make them run.
Holy fuck! Get in the pods. Virtual World.
Dude, it was the sweetest shit ever.
Get
They
in
sell
the
them.
pods.com. They're
They-
whores. They're gonna. Oh wait, no.
This reminds me of going back to our favourite topic for three of us, Alien.
Yep.
Do you remember in London there was it
Yes.
was like a ride. I never actually managed to get on it, but I know it existed. Was it at Sega World in the Tropico? Or...
I don't think it was like a separate thing. It was like one of those walk-through live action haunted house kind of things, except like they had a lot of other props from the movies and shit.
Yeah, they had
And-
like Colonial Marines
Yeah, and like a lot of a lot of the suits and shit from the actual Aliens films, and it was from what I hear, it was awesome. However, I was like fucking 7 at the time, so I didn't watch it.
I did show Pigeon the haunted house they had for
That was okay.
AVP at Universal Studios.
That was okay, but it wasn't quite
was-
the same.
It was also ruined by the dude who had a fucking night vision camera.
Well, yeah, but that's got to be expected. Otherwise, you don't see shit, and that's fair enough. But the
Yeah.
problem is that the difference is that in the one in the UK, I'm sure they had a version of it in America as well. It was like a fucking. It was one of those things where it's a small group of people with some colonial marines, and there's like a story that evolves as you go through it, and like some of them quote unquote die and shit like that, and apparently it's actually really stressful.
the story is you go around the gearbox offices basically, and Randy Pitchford just jumps out at you and tries to fucking
Break you emotionally.
shove a $70 $70 game down your throat that's poorly developed, and oh wait, no, that just actually happened. And people...
Patton, one of those places exists in Texas.
Oh, there's still one around.
It's called MechCorps, and they've got what appears to be the Virtual World pods. It's
Right, we're going.
$25.
Everyone's going. We need to start a Patreon. I so want to go now.
So it's regulars nights are all you can pilot events where you can join in from 6 p.m. until midnight for only $25 plus tax.
Oh shit!
Okay.
They had him at RTX too, which is the Rooster Teeth convention.
Right, we're doing it. We're
Yep.
doing it. Get that Patreon up. CF Tails plays Mech Warrior drunk.
Oh god, that
Original, man.
no, I don't think they want that because we'd be throwing up in the fucking pots.
That's awesome. It will just add to the realism, man. It'd be like fucking Saving Private Ryan.
You have to
Just
slog through your own vomit.
I'm
Yep.
just reading it now. They used to have them at Dave and Buster's, so I'm sure people have thrown up in those
Oh
pods before.
yeah.
Yes. I want to throw up in a mech.
You're just
Then I
like
can
a little
die.
child, aren't you?
Then I tell you what,
Go up and
when
down.
I was in the Gundam Museum in fucking Japan, like a motherfucker, because I was on my own. I didn't think to have the person that was in the that was doing the there was a basically you could have your picture taken with half of the RX-78, the original Gundam, and I got one of these costumes that they had on. They were in Jap fucking sizes, so I was literally having to breathe my massive gut in, and I looked like I looked terrible. But nobody actually took any photographic evidence because I forgot to buy the photo at the end of the exhibition.
Were you in a hot air balloon as well?
Fuck off! Seriously, no. I was wearing I was wearing Amaru Bay's uniform. which
That
was
is
like,
that. I'm sorry to go back to the chat, but this is A great idea from Edwin. He would like to watch Serbs do a mecha LARP.
If we can do it in the pods, I'm down.
I make a lot. Do I get dressed up in cardboard boxes?
Yes, and you're gonna love it.
I have that wallpaper of that guy in the cardboard boxes, and it just says it's holding up a sign saying "Free Robot Sex." I need that. Oh man!
I just googled Mecha LARP and it's a fucking real thing.
You are joking.
Oh, I have to
my
look
God.
at this.
I'm not joking.
Oh, sweet Dixie.
Undead vs. Mecha LARP.
Right,
TNT
fine.
TNT 2014 Undead versus Mecha LARP.
The fuck? God, okay, anything can exist in this world, can't it?
It's the
almost
internet.
fucking- As John McIntosh exists, I think that's proof that anything can.
It's $55 fucking dollars to do it for the full weekend too.
But what? It's cheaper to go to that fucking Battle Mech place.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Why the fuck would you want to LARP?
We should just LARP in the battle pods.
No.
Alright then, let's do that.
If you
LARP
like one of the
vomit?
bonus goals for the Kickstarter for that will be if you pay enough, you'll get to see me as a trap.
Pigeon is a
Oh,
twink.
you-
Tendon
you're not-
hips.
You are not twink worthy yet, mate. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're the one who said I look like a fucking twink. I'm gonna try this shit.
I did,
so
but I
I'll
was. I'm
Is being
gonna be
facetious.
disappointed. I'm gonna be disappointed. I can.
Did he just say if we pay him enough, we get to see him as a tranny?
Yes.
Essentially, yes.
Oh, okay.
How much
Now,
is enough?
Palmer's interested.
Michael Palmer's just got this scrapbook of everybody's nipples from the stream by the end.
Doesn't have mine. Mine are still censored.
What? Well, yeah, but
I
that's
can
enough
easily fix that.
Shut up, Pigeon. No.
You made the mistake of
Yeah.
bearing your nips.
Yeah. During quarantine.
Yeah, he was that bored, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Here's my nipples. Woo!
He took the Skype call to a PG-13.
Yeah, and then immediately went to R because of all of us swearing.
Well, it went to R. To be fair, it went to R when Sour showed us her nipples.
Yeah, that's pretty epic.
Anyway,
I think
Cody,
that
what
those
do you
fucking
think
nipples
of
look like fucking pancakes.
what do you think of Dragon Age Inquisition? By the way, 'cause
Well, I'm sure I would think very highly of it if I could decide on what character class I'm playing and get past the fucking tutorial. But I will say the tutorial is fucking brilliant. It's actually a lot of fun, but I seriously haven't got past the first hour because I just keep remaking my character because I can't decide what I want to play. I've played the warrior as a tank, as a two-hander, a rogue, dual-wield, and bow, plus a mage, a couple different, well, not really a couple different ways because you can't really spec in the tutorial. But they've all been really fucking fun, so it's been impossible to decide on what I'm going to actually play. But I think I settled on a dual-wield rogue.
Say again, Palmer or Patton?
Is that already out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, same
I will
as Far Cry 4. I had no
Fuck
idea.
you. Fuck Ubisoft.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
seriously.
don't worry. I'm not playing it. I've never played a single.
Ubisoft
Far Cry
can
game.
eat a dick after what they did to Assassin's Creed Unity on PC. They can eat a fucking dick.
Well, it's not just that. It's after what their fucking dev did, and then everybody showed it to Ubisoft, and fuck them. If they won't take action against him, they don't get my money.
What did the dev do?
He came out anti-Gamergate was saying some really fucking horrid shit, and if they don't want to take action against their people that are pissing off their own fucking customers, fuck them.
Well, they hate PC. They have openly admitted they won't do any optimization on PC because of piracy.
Oh, they can suck my dick. That's what I'll say to that.
They don't even-
For $20, really?
No, for free. They can suck my dick for free.
Wasn't
doesn't
Black
prefer
Flag
it.
optimized?
Hmm?
Wasn't Black Flag optimized?
Quite.
Sorta. Yeah. It wasn't fully optimized, but it still runs fine.
I just think they didn't put any effort in whatsoever to Unity because it was just a showcase game for the youth.
Mhm.
I mean, the gameplay is essentially the fucking same as 3. Nothing's changed. It's not revolutionary.
The series has been stagnating since 2, because Assassin's Creed 1 was a pretty shit game, to be quite honest. It really nice ideas, terrible execution. There wasn't enough in there. Assassin's Creed 2, they really upped the ante, added a whole lot more new shit, And then they just kept it the same. They'd add in like one mechanic per game, make you pay full price for it.
Black Flag was fun.
Yeah, but even at the same time, it was Assassin's Creed 3 except pirates instead.
Yeah,
It was
totally.
Assassin's Creed 3.
Made it good.
Yeah, it was Assassin's Creed 3 with the boats, more boating.
It was done well.
See,
It
I only
was.
ever played Black Flag. That's the only one I ever bought, just because I think being a pirate's fucking awesome, and I wish I could do it for a living.
I loved Black Flag. I was a huge fan of fucking Black Flag. And if you want to be a pirate, become a Somalian.
Yeah, I know. I'm cut out because I'm not the right color.
Well,
I'm
Michael Jackson.
That's discrimination.
So wait,
You need to-
does that mean you can walk into Somalia going hands up, don't shoot?
Oh,
I might be able to, but I don't know how that'll work with the whole Muslims cutting my head off then.
Yeah, that's true.
That'll
it's
probably be
okay. Like a chicken, you might be able to survive for a bit. You could be, or you could be the headless ghost pirate. Of
Seriously? The fuck, you guys?
I mean, to be 100% fair, Michael Palmer did post a picture of a skull with a fleshlight, so if you got your head cut off, we would just gut it and put a fleshlight in it and fuck your skull.
Somalia. Yeah.
That is what would happen.
This stream is so fucking gay.
Sarah,
And-
Yes.
so that's about your sex life.
I'm married, so
Non-existent, we got it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Cool. Moving on. No, she can elaborate.
Yeah.
Feel free.
I don't know what there's. I'm married as well. I can tell you, there's no sex life.
You can contribute to Pigeon's Patreon right now to get pictures of him in drag or as a sexy boy twink.
Both.
Yeah, for that one, you're going to need to pay me $1,000 upwards, but I'll do it.
Seriously, I've died so many times this round.
I
Serves
would
playing
rather
Titanfall.
jerk off than see you as a boy twink.
Yeah,
Hey.
I am literally getting cut in half now by level 9 and a level 8. There's only 2 people playing on this server. Goddamn Advanced Warfare killed this game.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, so far Inquisition's been really good. Funny story about Inquisition. I got a call. What day did I end up picking it up? Sunday, from GameStop, saying your pre-ordered copy of Dragon Age Inquisition is here, and we're gonna. If you don't pick it up within the next 3 days, we're gonna sell it. And I was like, when the fuck did I order that? Yeah, I ordered it last year. Like whenever the pre-order, like the day the pre-order was open, is when I ordered it, I guess. And I did not remember.
I have a nasty feeling that Hannah is becoming the Michael Palmer, the anti-Michael Palmer of our stream.
Well, maybe that's good, because Michael Palmer needs to be kept in check. As much as we love him,
Uh-oh.
there are only so many pictures of anime dicks I could look at.
Michael Palmer is
Perfect.
not halal.
He is not halal.
He is not halal.
Did you
But
guys see
Thunder-
what I said on Skype? My neighbors were outside talking earlier today. I was out there having a cigarette, and they're Puerto Rican. Or Spanish, anyways. I can't tell the difference.
So fucking
It sounded like she kept saying halal, and she sounded exactly like Sour, and I could not help but laugh every
But-
time she spoke.
But Sour is the leader of Gamergate.
I am the leader of Gamergate.
You just need to get the tits that Queenie has. Jesus
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
Christ.
In my face. Jesus, they're gorgeous.
They're huge, is what they
Good
are.
point.
So I start talking about Queenie's tits and we gain a viewer.
Have we? Alright, let's go. Let's run with that then.
Yeah. I just want to bury my head. I would suffocate in those tits.
Fine then.
Who
let's-
wouldn't?
So, when are you going to show us your tits?
These puppies don't come out for free, I'm afraid.
Really? So $20.
No,
$20?
bit more than that, my friend. Bit more than that.
A hot air balloon.
that's
Sir, a hot air balloon ride.
Get fucked, Jerry. Get fucked. Either way, a soapy tit wank will set you back about $5,000. So.
We just want to see him.
I would not pay that much to look at your tits. I'd give you $20 to see your tits. I mean,
Anyway, if we're gonna go full retard on the end of this, on the end of Gamergate, we should have who's Gamergate, QT, GG waifu. I
Yeah.
don't think We haven't actually done this.
We gotta do a waifu thing.
Who is my
Yeah.
GG waifu? I wanted it to be Sour, but she turned down my $20. So
Yeah.
Oh, Code, stop being so fucking thirsty. Get some fucking lemonade. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I gotta go with Liz F just because that is the face of a fucking angel. Jesus Christ.
I think she's hiding a big fucking forehead.
so do I, because she always cuts it off.
But still, those eyes, man, those fucking eyes, just oh.
Airport's my GG Cube. She looks like she has the right amount of daddy issues to be great in the sack.
Oh God.
Sour
Yeah.
Jason says you're his waifu.
Oh,
Oh.
thanks. I hope you get AIDS.
She doesn't handle, compliments well. She wants
No,
to.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
Except if it's
sorry.
from
I'm
John.
just an ass.
Wait.
Yeah, John Sue is my waifu.
Jesus Christ on
John Kelly. John Kelly's my waifu.
I mean, Sour. To be fair, you are half black, so if you were to get his dream, he might get AIDS.
Oh man, you know what? Sorry to hear that. I'd probably mug him too.
Hey,
Probably
sir,
stab him.
sir, Edwin Boyette has made an offer for pictures of your tits, and it's a £10 gift card to Tesco.
Oh wait, Black Friday's over.
Sir, what kind of mech do I have to give you in order for you to show me your tits?
I don't know. That again, that's such a nebulous question.
I will get you an elephant. I'll get you a Zoids Elephander to show your tits.
Oh, fuck off.
I'll stop sending you dick pics to show me your tits.
No, oh, fuck's sake. No, go away. Anyway, mine would be a hybrid of Queenie's boobs and Liz F.
You can't hybrid.
Why not?
You can't hybrid your waifu.
You haven't even given us one yet. You just went thirsty for a second.
I'm just making it known. I've offered money.
Pigeon Michael says that Pigeon Michael says you're his waifu.
Oh, that's just worrying. I'm scared. No, I love you, Palmer. And fucking Patton.
Oh, well, isn't it obvious it's Jerry?
Oh yeah,
I mean, how can we not be that obvious, right?
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But no, probably Liz F. She's just adorable.
Am I the only one going with the asexual? Because I have to go with Lemmingbot. That ass.
She has a fantastic.
That was a
outfit.
great
Yeah,
butt.
that's a great ass.
That ass was
She's
like.
got a-
Shame you can't fuck her though.
I know. Well, that's okay. I just would stare at that ass.
Speak for yourself, Pigeon. Speak
I
for
would.
yourself.
Well, that's the thing. I would say either because I'm now torn because it brought up somebody else in my mind when we started talking about Lemmingbot, and that was a Tipsy Cake. Because it's
Oh,
competition
yeah,
between
yeah,
those two.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
competition between those two because I'd side more with Liz just because of the face. The face sells it for me.
Okay. So we've had that. So who would your match made in hell be? And it can be from the anti or
No,
the.
I mean from the Gamergate side, then anti. Do both.
Alright, okay. Match made in hell. Go. Code.
I'm thinking. Somebody else. Pigeon, go.
Jade Fox would be my match made in hell from Gamergate. I'd end up killing the cunt and throwing her body into a river.
You thought about this.
Yeah, no, I've actually thought about it. What I'd do is first I'd go over to America, I'd steal a gun, I'd shoot her, melt the gun down, get rid of that, and then I'd take her body, throw it in the river, weigh it down with rocks, piss on the fucking river as it floats downstream, and then maybe masturbate a bit. But in terms of anti-GG, I think it would have to be Leigh Alexander. Could you imagine being married to that cunt?
She'd peg the fuck out of you.
Oh, I wouldn't. No, I'd just hold her down and choke her whilst I fuck her, just so I don't have to hear to her bullshit. And then every time I'd beat her, I'd beat the shit out of her. If you think if you think Chris Brown did the double Rihanna, you would be able to see why she's Leigh Alexander. Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is awful.
Oh, God.
Right,
I
Sour.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm just looking through it right now.
I actually have one from the anti side.
Really?
Alex Lifshitz.
Oh no!
Oh God! I mean, just the first day I would meet him, and just going through the match made in hell, I would just stuff his mouth with a rag soaked in gasoline, pour gas on him, and light him on fire just to watch him run around in misery.
I got mine. I got mine. It is really Ben Duchera.
Oh yeah.
Ben
And how about
Duchera.
the pro GG side?
Let me think. John Sue again. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, John Sue again. Let's stick with that.
John
Alright.
Sue again.
Mine would be the least critical person, Kelly. Because fucking 5 minutes with Kafka's reincarnated or daughter or whatever the fuck she is. The Kafka traps are everywhere, and then her basically, I don't know. It's a toss up between have you got any meth, and I see you might have some meth, Randy Harper, or
Oh no! Don't say
She
that.
doesn't have a meth problem. She
No.
just wants to know if you have any meth.
No! Don't no, sir. Remember, don't shit on her. Or you're gonna get in a Twitter fight like I did.
oh yeah, that was your one, real shining moment. That was.
Yeah.
He noticed it.
Hey, I told Ralph Retort to fucking, he said to me, stop pretending you have an IQ above 80, so I said, stop pretending to be a fucking journalist.
This is the cattiest stream ever. And while we're at it, fuck the honey badgers.
Aww.
Oh, just because you're, so in bed
I
with
don't
Brian and John,
I don't
fuck
care.
yourself. Go fuck yourself.
I probably will. I'm
Hey,
married.
pussy lips, go fuck yourself.
Michael. No, you're not
so
Michael Palmer. Patton.
Who would I hate on Gamergate side?
Or Auntie.
He would be your match made in hell on Gamergate if you were forced into an unlawful marriage.
Shit.
It's a hard decision, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's a couple bipolar people on Gamergate side that are just all over the fucking place day to day.
Name them, please.
I'm trying to think now. That's the problem.
Is it Jim?
Jim?
IA.
Yeah.
Nah, he's doing whatever the fuck he's doing. I don't give a shit. No, I can't remember who the fuck it is now, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Anti-side would be Brianna Wu. I just couldn't deal with that level of fucking crazy.
Well, Code would fuck her, so.
Well, okay, straight talk, because you guys know I'm a little fucked up. I want to hate fuck Anita Sarkeesian. I really do.
No, go that. Yeah, totally.
I want to rail her into being the nastiest biker bitch you have ever seen. I want her in leather chaps on the back of my bike, just fucking cussing, spitting, and smoking a cigarette and be like, my pussy.
Michael Palmer, present your testicles. We're going balls deep. Right. What else?
Did
Who
Jerry
else?
do it?
Yeah, Jerry did it.
I didn't,
Oh,
and I don't
God.
even know who would be my who would be my matchmate.
That was too good.
Gamergate side.
Should I tell the story about the time I got propositioned by the KKK?
No. We don't want to know.
No, it wasn't
I was
like
at
that.
a lynching and this guy came up to me off my head.
Jerry, your hood is showing. Jerry, your hood is showing.
Okay. So here's what the fuck happened. Me and a few guys from my D&D group, we were out at Denny's at like 3 in the morning getting something to eat. And these two old guys on motorcycles came in, and we were just sitting around having breakfast and whatnot because we couldn't sleep. And they walk over to our booth and sit down. It's like, how y'all doing? It's just two old dudes. And they're like, well, we got a good group here if you guys want to come hang with us. And he lays down a card. And so we just got free beer, all the women you could want, and just biking. And then he gets up and leaves. And I pick up the fucking card. And it has the KKK cross on it and the Mad Dogs Motorcycle Gang symbol on it. So that was the time I got invited to a KKK meeting.
So, Jerry, did you go?
I didn't, sadly.
Aw, pussy. Free beer, free women. Free lynchings.
A little bit of racism.
I don't know. I got to be honest. Assuming Hannah is a woman, judging by her name, she might be my fucking match made in hell.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
she's
from
not,
our chat.
if
Just-
it is a she,
Oh.
I'm going to call it. I'm not going to judge by name, so I'll call it. Thing that all over the place. Seriously, you're bonkers. What are you doing up? Watching a shit post. Seriously.
I mean, I actually maybe she should be my waifu because if this stream is fucked up, that means we're doing something right.
I
But
think they're doing fucking
who would be
hilarious.
my match made in hell from Gamergate? I don't even know. I don't. Fuck.
I
man,
know it's
don't-
not Brianna Wu.
No.
She would be my match made in hell on the anti-Gamergate side, and she would have to be for me to have shameful, angry sex with her. She has to be my match made in hell. It's got to be shameful and it's got to be hateful. It just has to.
And
I'd
you're
be
not
fucking
gay.
ashamed.
Okay.
She's got a vagina, a half vagina.
She
You didn't
does.
know that. You did. She
Uh.
probably still has that dick.
Well, I mean, if the hole's big enough on the head, where do I go?
So Code admits he's into sounding.
Oh, man.
But on the Gamergate side, who would be my match made in hell? I
Yes.
don't even.
Pat, sounding is a thing where someone puts a metal rod in someone's penis and taps it.
That's the
It's kind
only
of like
thing.
not you.
Yeah, sort of.
I would have to say it would be, believe it or not, probably Queenie because I couldn't deal with that voice.
Yeah. I know.
What voice?
What
This
do
voice.
you mean? I am the leader of Gamergate.
I just want to backhand you every time you say that.
No! You should be happy about me and what I do.
He just keep his dick shoved constantly in her mouth just to shut her up.
That's what I would walk around with my dick in her mouth.
You're
just
the
all day.
weeboo who wants to, me in that anime voice. $20?
That anime voice. I would marry that anime voice. I would. For 20
Care
bucks.
about the rest of the package, isn't it?
I don't really care about the rest of the package.
Probably, yeah.
Jesus,
Not gonna lie
Steph.
about that.
I don't care about the rest of the package. I mean, I can turn the lights off. I mean,
No, you just have a polo in a fucking burqa.
that's what I would do. I would cover her.
Right,
in clothes
okay,
at the
before
time.
Code digs his own grave anymore, you can still see his dome at the moment, so.
Here's.
There's nowhere. I can't go any
Oh,
lower.
wait. Marco Antonio just gave me a great idea for a slash fic. We need to get Lemmingpot on.
She still owes me a fucking airport and pigeon
anyways,
pound.
it's Mercedes and Liana x Sarkeesian and Wu.
If you have Lemon Bite on again, I'm taking a holiday. I don't need to know about fursuits anymore. Fuck's sake. Remember, if you have sex in your fursuit, there may be splashback. Wear a bib.
Serbs, you must have like the boringest sex life in like the world. You gotta just try
It
it.
doesn't
What's
have
that
any. Yeah.
What sex life?
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
try
Calling the kettle a fucking nigger.
Oh God! Wait, I see Yoko Ono. What about me?
No, Yoko Ono's not that bad. She's just vocal on Twitter.
Anyway.
Sir,
I-
get ready. Palmer's posted a picture of his sack.
Oh, God.
Let's have a look.
It's in the chat. Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
a good
have
job. It's a good job I can fit my fist in my mouth. Seriously.
to just choke yourself to death.
Right. Anyway.
I was about to
Are
say, if that was
are
gonna,
we-
I thought that was gonna redirect to that picture of Gothzilla with its ass fucking spread open on Twitter.
Are we closing this down
I
tonight? at the
think
moment?
we
we've
should.
devolved
I want to
into
talk about
something.
fursuits.
Yes, go on.
Yeah,
No,
versus
well, and that's a great note to end on. then.
Yeah.
Right, let's.
I don't want to end.
What's
I'm
the-
having a good time, guys. Why
Yeah,
not?
I know, but I don't know how much more abuse Sour can take.
Of what is already sucks having this hole. Doesn't matter anymore. My disability is being a woman.
At least you admit it.
Yeah. What else am I gonna say? Yeah.
She is not halal.
That is not halal. No.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I mean, what do you
well,
want to know about fursuits? Just
I mean,
bring
we're gonna-
Lemming back.
Are we gonna shit on Jenny
What
Barrage?
you mean, Lemming? I'm asexual, but I masturbate and think of myself.
Hey, she doesn't think of herself, she thinks of me, doesn't she?
She dirty bitch.
Wait, did she actually say she thinks of herself?
Well, no, but what the fuck else is she thinking of? Like,
No,
she's asexual. She's not
I don't
attracted to
know.
either sex, but she fucks herself. What?
Maybe she doesn't think about anything. Maybe she just.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Right, I have to be up in 3 hours, so you might hear some snoring soon.
That's fine.
That's
you have
fine,
sleep
I'll mute
apnea.
you.
We know.
That's fine.
This is absolutely true. This happened the other day. Me and Sour were talking on Skype, and Serb snored so fucking loud the focus changed to him.
Yeah, I was.
And I'll let you know, that headset was about 3 feet away from me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait, Pigeon, do you
Hi-ho.
think about somebody every time you jerk off?
Yeah,
Duh. I thought that was normal.
yeah.
I'm
I
setting
like,
an alarm.
it has to be fucking something. Like, sometimes it's a small animal, sometimes it's a child, sometimes it's Neo Sarkasian. You know, like, you have to switch it up.
Wait, Hannah's just
Sometimes-
Hannah's just posted one more shit post on Jenny. I will kill you.
Is that a death threat? Do I need to run and hide? Should I leave my house?
We need to screen cap that and send it to the Hug Patrol.
Oh god.
Does somebody need a hug? Oh.
Oh, someone's getting a little temper tantrum going on right there.
Hannah, I'd hate fuck the shit out of you, and I don't even
Hannah,
care.
time out. Time out.
Gaia.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, Palmer's already promised to angrily skull fuck her.
I'm fairly certain Hannah is not being serious with that, guys.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I will hate fuck you,
So would
no
I.
matter your gender.
I mean, yeah, Pigeon doesn't discriminate.
Well, if you're fat, maybe a little bit.
Fat shaming, fat shaming.
This is
I'll
fat
fat
shaming.
shame all we want. If you weigh over 300 pounds and you keep saying my genetics, please kill yourself. There you go.
And not to mention if you smell like rotting cheese.
Yeah, no. If you weigh over 300 pounds and you just know that it's because you really fucking like food and really don't like exercise, fine. If you blame it on genetics, fucking kill yourself.
Guys, just remember, spandex is a privilege, not a right.
And that's it. And that's it for the stream, everybody.
When are we gonna
great,
watch
I
that movie?
survived.
When are we gonna watch Hackers? That's a great movie.
Oh god,
Oh,
hackers.
God, go to hell. I'm not
What the
watching
fuck is
that.
wrong with you?
It's a shit.
Oh,
you
Patton,
just like that
Patton.
movie because of
How
Angelina
about we
Jolie.
yeah.
Patton, you
Wait.
have to choose movies for us to watch for next stream.
Yeah, 'cause
So I got to choose movies. How far back can we go?
Well,
Oh.
the movies we watched so far was Quarantine Wreck and Jacob's Ladder.
They were all
and A
terrible
Haunted
movies.
And a
you
haunted
have
house.
You have the fucking audacity to tell me fucking Hackers is a shit movie, and you make me watch these fucking 4-ass gay, fucking terrible ass, oh, it's just zombies done differently fucking movies. Fuck you guys.
Do we,
Hackers is still shit.
I mean, did we just make Code a little anal flustered?
I
Yeah,
think he got a bit angry. I
You
think
can
he-
see Angelina Jolie's nipple.
By the way, that
don't
is-
fucking
Oh
care what-
great.
That is
yeah.
that is also historical phenomenon because her tits are gone.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I don't even. Fuck you guys. There, I said it. I'm gonna fuck every last one of you in the fucking eye socket.
The
want
score
20 bucks
is
first.
absolutely fine.
I'm
That's
not
one-
paying you for it. I am not paying you for the skull fucking. It's just happening.
So that's it. All right.
I'm gonna sodomize your skull.
We're gonna converse about what we're gonna watch next time, and we will see you guys
No,
on.
wait, we didn't get what Patton said.
Patton, yeah, what
Okay.
movies?
So 2 movies?
Sure.
No.
Just
one
one
movie.
because
One
school.
movie.
Just one because
Okay.
school starts for me this week.
How about Goonies? That'll give you material to work with.
Well,
It's a
Goonies.
terrible movie.
The fucking
Pick
Goonies.
a fucking good movie.
Yeah, give us a good movie.
Oh, why not? A good movie. Shit. There are
Stephen-
no fucking good movies.
Stephen King's Rose Red.
Oh yeah, Stephen King movie. Those are always fucking awesome, right?
Yeah. It. Oh god, it was hilarious.
It was
I love
actually
the
kinda-
end where it was a fucking spider.
Yup. I mean, King himself admitted that he was fucked up when he wrote that, and that he hadn't written him. No, that was Tommyknockers. He admitted he was fucked up when he wrote that, and
Didn't he admit that he doesn't actually fucking remember writing it because he was doing so much cocaine and alcohol that it was just a blur?
oh no, he wrote
You know what's
himself
funny
into a
about
corner.
that? Stephen King, he spent a couple years in Vernon, Connecticut, living next door to my father
Nice.
when they were kids.
I
Did
got
they
it.
ever
I
do
got it.
coke together?
Oh wait, Patton's got it.
Good movie. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, that's
I
an
can go
excellent
behind
movie.
that.
Yeah,
That was an
sure.
excellent movie.
That's a fucking...
Okay.
Alright.
I'll live with that.
All right, so we will be back We'll be back on Wednesday at 8:30 with Wankathon Wednesday. Same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And I think that's it, everybody. So
Do we have any outro music? I mean,
we do. I have some set.
oh fuck.
Yeah, we can
Wait,
prepare.
before we go, can Sour give us an anime outro?
Oh,
for
please.
God's sake.
Please.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch.
Goodbye. Thanks for joining us. It was the greatest time ever. Not really, because you're all fucking losers.
Bye.
Bye.
This week's ending music is from Final Fantasy VII song Beyond Midgar by Bogus Red on Overclocked Remix.
Bye.